This is the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, where each week this brother and sister duo gets together to discuss the box office, latest film and TV scoops, along with our latest movie or show review, and what we're getting into next. We are host Cheryl. All right, this week we watched the follow-up to the 28 years later. Wait, so the franchise is 28 days. Okay, 20. I was going, what do you call it? Because it's different time periods. So this is the follow-up or the second part to the new trilogy of the 28 years later part of the 28 franchise. Yes. Exactly. So Jay is on deck for trivia.
Okay. There is none. Because
wait a minute. I can't hear you on your mic. Is your mic on?
Hello? Hi. My mic is now on.
Now I'm picking. Okay. Now I'm picking. So we should already start over because I didn't get your.
Well, I wasn't talking.
Well, you said in Jay. Oh. I didn't get that part.
Hey, it's Jay.
Okay. We had an audio.
They can hear me in the background of your mic.
We had an audio snafu. Jay is now back online.
Hey.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't say something on your mic.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't see, deviated for our normal checks. Anyway, Jay is here, y'all. It ain't just me. And his mic is officially on. He is being picked up and recorded. And now he is on deck for trivia. What you got?
All right. So there is no trivia for this movie, really, because these weren't like completely all the way planned out because they didn't have financing. So there's not very much known yet about the background of these films. So it's just going to be Ralph Fiennes trivia. And it's very easy. Name 5 films where Ralph Fiennes was a villain.
All right.
Because this is a film where Ralph Fiennes is not.
Oh, you're right. You're okay.
Which is common, but yeah.
All right. So the easiest one off top is Harry Potter. He was Voldemort.
Of course.
The second one is Hunger Games.
Okay.
He's going to be President counts. Snow. Thank you very much. This actually is not going to be easy.
I mean,
he wasn't the bad guy in the Bond movies. He was a good guy.
I'll give you some clues.
Please, thank you.
Okay. One is a fantasy historical epic. They're all hits.
Was he a villain in
fantasy historical epic?
Was he in Chronicles of Narnia?
No.
Okay.
Historic epic. With alongside another acting legend.
He wasn't in Lord of the Rings.
It follows a specific time period. Christopher Nolan is touching on this era soon as well.
But the Odyssey movie he was Odysseus.
No.
Oh, I know you're talking about Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Okay. He was Ares?
No, he was Hades.
He was Hades. Right. He was
the devil in that one.
He was literal devil in that one. Okay, so that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I need clues for 4.
One you just watched recently, After Coercion.
He wasn't in Prometheus.
You watched it on a plane.
I watched it on a plane. Ralph
You
Fiennes?
thought the secret ingredient was people?
Oh, the menu.
Okay.
Boom. All right, 4. I did think people were getting eaten in the menu, by the way, if you did not know that.
She thought the secret ingredient was
which
people.
was human flesh.
The secret ingredient was karma.
But and envy and disappointment. Actually, yes. And I need a clue for a 5th one.
Okay. Critically acclaimed.
It's Ralph Fiennes we talking
based
about.
Based on real life events. Parallels could be drawn to it today.
Oh, he was in
Also starred the same legend that he was in Clash of the Titans with.
Oh gosh, don't tell me because it is on the tip of my tongue. The Schindler's List.
Yes.
Okay, there it is.
He played one of the Nazi journals, one of the main ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Schindler's List.
Ralph Fiennes got a list in.
We also would have accepted Red Dragon.
He was the Red Dragon.
Or he played one of the disciples of Anthony Hopkins.
Okay.
And the remake. Well, yeah, Red Dragon wasn't a
right, the
remake.
original, right. It was the spinoff, essentially. Yeah. Okay. Ralph Fiennes got a filmography, y'all. If you are not familiar with his game, you late.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to get on it.
Yeah. So
okay.
Those are 5 films where Ralph Fiennes is a villain.
I am looking forward.
All of them, he is exceptional in them. So
yeah, I am. After seeing it, I didn't need to see this to have this thought, but after seeing this, I am more excited to see him as President Snow.
Oh yeah,
even though in this he's not a villain, but it was still kind of like Ralph Fiennes, you too good.
Yeah.
I need some more Ralph.
I mean,
Fiennes.
he was great in Conclave. So
A was also, which we reviewed. He's very, very good in Conclave.
Yeah.
So, national treasure.
Yep.
For sure.
All right, so that is the trivia this week. Let's get into the rest of the episode.
Welcome to the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, your favorite podcast for movie and TV show news, trailers, and vaguely nerdy topics.
Each week, we dive into the latest film release, talk about the plot, characters, our favorite scenes, and give our rating out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a hardcore cinephile, we've got something for you. Reviews, news, hot takes, and a few surprises along the way.
So grab your popcorn, open your favorite podcast app or YouTube, and let's roll the reel on this week's latest episode of the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Another packed one. We was dry and stale for a little while, but now we're back with movie news. So we have some. Are you all right over there? You good?
I need to reach for my drink, but it's out of frame. Excuse me.
I don't know if to edit this part out or what.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. So we have WB put some movies officially on their calendar for 2027. And we'll touch on a movie we talked about last episode for 2026. We have some people leaving. And we got some people getting deals. In our movie news section, quite a few cars in the trailer park. Some things that we have been highly anticipating. So that's good. And then a little mini-sized dose of Bunch of Crunch. Mostly casting news there. So starting off at the top. WB was basically, when the beginning of the year starts, a lot of shifting starts happening. Actually, shifting happens all the time. But WB has locked in some movies for 2026, 2027. At the top of the list, we talked about this last week. We were early, okay?
We were.
The Great Beyond movie that we talked about with Glenn Powell, Jenna Ortega, and Samuel Jackson, and Ella McKay.
Yes.
Or Ella Mackey.
Ella Mackey.
What's her real name? Is it Maggie? The girl that looked Margot Robbie.
Yes. She was in Barbie.
She was in Barbie.
Yes.
Those four are in the movie. And we were trying to deduce what the plot was about because the formal title was Ghostwriter.
Right.
It's officially called Great Beyond. And now we have a rumored official plot. I know that sounds like real silly to say rumored official. But anywho, it's in a trade. So right. I'm going with it. The movie is supposed to follow an author, Glenn Powell, who reveals that the mythical world he is known for writing about is actually real.
Yeah.
And you know what? Right up my alley.
It's Narnia.
It is. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean,
it could be a Narnia.
I mean, I guess he didn't write about Narnia.
Right. It just existed.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a sci-fi movie. As we talked about last week, it is a J.J. Abrams production.
Yeah.
He's writing it. I don't know if he's writing and directing. Probably so.
It's R.L. Stein.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh.
Let's find out Goosebumps stories
right.
are getting out.
And I wonder if this world is going to be like, if it's going to be like a Lord of the Rings mythical, or is it going to be more like a Chronicles of Narnia, or is it going to be futuristic like a, I don't know.
Tomorrowland, which was terrible.
Right, like a Tomorrowland or a Ready Player One situation for Star Wars. There's a lot of different ways you can take mythical. Yeah. So I'm excited about it now that we have some official rumored plot.
Sounds fun.
That is coming out this year, November 13th, 2026. So it'll be a Thanksgiving-ish kind of movie, but it'll probably be pretty big. So that's good. Other movies that we now have some dates for. 2 I actually had not heard of previously. One is called Panic Carefully. This is coming out February 2027. We got that cast. We have Julia Roberts. We have Scarlet Witch, a.k.a. Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay.
We have Eddie Redmayne, who I most know from Fantastic Beasts. But he's done other stuff.
Okay.
Besides that. And then Brian Tyree Henry, who was in Eternals. And a bunch of other stuff as well. Yep. It is being described as a paranoid thriller that is a mix of Mr. Robot and Silence of the Lambs. Now, if there are two movies I would not put in the same bucket ever in the same sentence, it would be Mr. Robot and Silence of the Lambs. That's like saying it's a mix of Lord of the Rings and The Matrix. And you would be like, what?
Yeah, they're trilogies. That's the only thing I can extrapolate from that.
Mr. Robot and Silence of the Lambs are movies. Yeah. Wait, is Mr. Robot a series?
Yeah, Mr. Robot was
it's not even a movie. It's a series. Exactly. So maybe a futuristic crime thriller? It says parody.
No, Mr. Robot was like based in the present. Mr. Robot was basically like Watch Dogs.
Right.
The series.
Okay.
Because you didn't watch it, but you do know what Watch Dogs is.
I do. Exactly.
And you know what Silence of the Lambs is.
Yeah, right.
And I don't know what, those don't have any parallels.
Sometimes when they do this, like, y'all just tell us the plot. Just tell us the plot. Like, I don't,
It's a mix of wild and crazy.
Right. Shenanigans and hijinks.
And cannibalism.
And the budget must be high because you got some pretty high. Julia Roberts is on here, so budget.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth should be asking for a check at this point.
So maybe it's like a crime thriller.
It's given
psychological crime thriller, like Gothica.
In the future. But them saying was Mr. Robot future based?
No, it was present day.
It was present day. Yeah. Okay, so I'm making that up in my head then. Yeah. I'm like, it's future. I
mean, technology in the show was not as far then as it was in real life.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what to make of mixing a movie, saying a movie is mixed of these two movies, so we'll find out more. Mm-hmm. But this is a very interesting cast. Julia Roberts, Elizabeth Olsen.
Everybody can act.
Okay, we have actors in this. So that'll be very interesting, but that's not coming out till February 2026. Another movie we had announced is Shiver, which comes out August 2027. So a summer movie. This is starring Keanu Reeves. And I'm going to just read it. Okay. Reportedly, it's set in the Caribbean Sea. Okay. With a protagonist, who I'm going to assume is John Wick. Keanu Reeves. Who is a smuggler slumming on a job as he contends with dead bodies, pirates, and sharks, all within a time loop. Speaking of things that I would never put in the same sentence, is pirates and sharks. I mean, I guess pirates is in the sea, so sharks are also in the sea, but time loop, what are we doing? It sounds like John Wick, Pirates of the Caribbean, Looper, all in one.
Yeah, so I think I've found interesting tidbits about this when this came out, because apparently this was like a movie that was known for quite some time. It was originally going to debut on Netflix.
It sounds like a Netflix movie.
Yeah, continue. Netflix bought it from Sony to put it on streaming. Okay. The plans changed now to where they're putting it in theaters.
And WB now owns it?
Yeah. So that was the original plan for Shiver. But
that don't make me feel good.
I think the movie, I don't think there's confidence in it.
No.
I think that's why studios keep passing it around.
I was going to say, whenever you have a history of a movie that's not making a light of day and it's got like a high level A-list actor attached and it just keeps bouncing and bouncing. Yeah. That's not good. That's not. And Keanu, eventually what's going to happen is Keanu Reeves is going to be like, I'm going to move on to other things. Yeah. So this is dated currently for August 2027, which means they probably have not started filming yet. And I will not be surprised if the lead changes. Like they go get Gerard Butler. This sound like right up his alley. Yeah. So. this sound like Jason Statham. Just go ahead. Don't be putting Keanu Reeves in no pirate shark time loop. That don't even sound right.
But
we'll see.
Gotta get made.
Whatever. Sure.
Just because it's gotta get made
don't mean we gotta watch it. There we go. That's our motto for 2026. And then the last movie that was in this article from Deadline was The Conjuring.
Called it.
First Communion. So this is a Conjuring prequel movie. Now they tried to say when what's the last Conjuring called? The Last Rites. Came out and made gangbusters at the box office. They were like, this the last one. Now we already knew a prequel series was coming. Now they're doing a prequel movie, which are they going to tie the prequel movie to the prequel series? Or are they going to act like one of them don't even exist?
That makes more sense. Horror series aren't doing well. Even the good ones. People aren't getting watched a lot. So,
yeah, they may be good, but the viewership is not there.
Just stick to films. Stick to hour and 45-minute movies.
It says little is known about The Conjuring First Communion, which comes from...
Yeah, because they just thought of it.
Okay. It's not certain if Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as the Warrens will be coming back. The Warner Brothers had this date for September 2027 on hold, so they've been waiting to stick something here.
Yeah, I mean the last movie opened with a flashback of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had younger actors portraying them. Okay, doing revisiting their very first case. So I mean the writing was on the wall for that. They may not come back, but
the Conjuring will live on.
Yeah, the Conjuring will continue.
So funny. Everybody's giving a hoopla. It's the last one. Oh my God, it's the last one. Come, this movie made it was made $600 million in the box office. There's no way. No way. So yeah, WB is trying to get some big things on the calendar. Some of these sound like hits. Some of these sound like why. But hey, just because it get made, don't mean we're gonna watch it. But as we get more trailers and all that
jazz, I don't know what the state of this stuff will be or when it's gonna release by the time it comes
2027.
It could be going straight to Netflix.
Right. 2027 is a I mean, I know it's next year, but a lot can change.
Right.
I mean, Netflix is going to own WB at this point.
Right.
So, as Jay just said, some of this stuff might get pushed. They ain't going to put The Conjuring. Oh, they might put The Conjuring on streaming. I don't know. They might. The Ted from...
A shorter release window.
Ted, the CEO of Netflix, said that they're going to stick to 45-day releases for WB. And
in the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, to get the deal closed.
45 days is not long.
And then once they officially own it, they're going to be like, actually, we're going to do what we want. We're going to do exactly what we planned to do the first time.
Come on.
Because we've been talking for years about how we hate theaters. So now we're not flipping now.
Right. He also recently said that people don't drive to another town to go to a movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, they do.
That man has been advocating to drop nukes on
Every
theaters for like
time
years.
he says something, 2 days later he says something that contradicts what he said. He'd be like, "Dad, we don't believe you."
He hates theaters. Now all of a sudden
he does.
Now all of a sudden he wants to win at the box office. He wants to destroy the box office.
I was like, yeah, you opening weekend, and then 2 days later it's like, now it's on Netflix. Yeah. Thanks for the opening
grand
weekend.
Opening, grand closing.
Right. We'll see. This will be a very interesting experience when Netflix officially owns WB. Funny. But right. So I should have said Netflix locks in the slate for 2027. Now, are they going to get rid of the name? I wonder.
WB?
Yeah. Are they just going to be Netflix?
No, they're probably just like Fox keeps Disney.
You're right.
Disney keeps Fox.
Okay. You make a good
just be
point.
under the branch of
Netflix.
This WB will be the prestige streaming production company. Instead of just being the prestige production company.
It don't feel right.
Under Netflix.
It don't sit well in my soul.
Yeah. So when you see WB, you'll be like, oh, this is Netflix. Premium streaming content.
Right. This is the good stuff.
Yeah.
From Netflix.
This is the good stuff to watch.
I don't even like the way it sounds.
Good TV dinners.
Right. Anyway, so that is it for Netflix slate for 2027. Moving on to a different movie studio. Kathleen Kennedy is finally saying, "Get out of here. I'm done with y'all. Get on my nerves." No, I'm just playing. I like Kathleen Kennedy. She is stepping down as the president of LucasFilms. Now, LucasFilms is owned by Disney. If you didn't know, welcome to today. Kathleen Kennedy has been president of LucasFilms. Now, if you also don't know, LucasFilms is over Star Wars. If you didn't make that connection, I just made it for you. She has been a president over LucasFilms for 14 years. Now, if you don't know who Kathleen Kennedy is, you do. You just don't know that you know who Kathleen Kennedy is. Mm-hmm. She has, and I pulled this stat because I thought it was pretty cool. She's produced films that have earned over 11 billion, capital B, worldwide, including 5 of the 50th highest grossing movies Kathleen Kennedy has been a producer on. She's also received 8 Best Picture Academy Award nominations for films that she's producer of. I'm just going to name a few because her filmography is long as heck. E.T., The Color Purple, Hook, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Congo, The Sixth Sense. I'm not going to name Jurassic Park 3. I just did, but that she also held a hand in that. Seabiscuit.
You named Congo.
You didn't like Congo?
No. I did not like the monkey suits.
It was, but it was notable,
the third
right?
act was crazy.
It was. AI, the AI movie, Artificial Intelligence, World of Worlds.
Depressing.
I mean, which one?
AI.
Oh, I mean, that's not a feel good.
Sad.
It ain't a feel good. It's a good, I think it's a good movie, but it's not
Except
a feel good
movie.
movie.
Bicentennial Man.
Oh, which one's more depressing? Probably AI. You think Bicentennial Man is more depressing? Hard, ain't it? You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it.
Makes me more sad.
I don't know. I don't know. They're both pretty sad. I think I already said The Sixth Sense. But anyway, she has got a lot of movies under her belt. So she's not totally getting out of the game. She is going to continue producing outside of Lucasfilm. She's just stepping down as the president. Mm-hmm. No, probably not a surprise to us nerds who follow stuff like this. But Dave Filoni is going to be co-president. So Dave Filoni is behind Clone Wars, The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Mandu and Grogu, the movie that's coming out. He is going to be the co-president. He's going to do the creative side. So I didn't realize this as I didn't pay attention, but it sounds like when the one person leaves or steps down, they replace it with 2 people.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's what they're about to do with Disney.
Yeah, well, I looked it up. Disney Animation, like the original animation, and Pixar are like this, where it's 2 people. And then we also have DC, where we got James Gunn and what's his face.
Yeah, they're about to replace Bob with 2 people, a guy and a girl.
Are they? Bob Iger? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think that's technically a bad thing.
No, I mean that's what DC is doing now.
That's what DC's done. Peter
Saranos or whatever his name is, Safran.
I said what's his face. So at least you got Peter right. And then the other co-president will be a Lin-Wen Brennan. I'm not super familiar with her, but she is going to be head of the business side. She is, because you look her up on Wikipedia and she doesn't have like a filmography per se, but she been in the business a while, working her way up. Like, you know, she kind of like one of those silent co-executives that nobody knows about, but she doing all the stuff behind the scenes. So there would be 2 people head of Lucasfilms now. I'm sure the Star Wars fandom had a big old party because Kathleen said she was leaving. But
oh no, they're upset.
They upset for what? Why? They hate Kathleen Kennedy.
Dave Filoni is getting the Russo brothers treatment.
Oh my God!
Where Dave Filoni is
now we don't like Dave Filoni.
Responsible for creating some of the best stuff in Star Wars and reinvigorating Star Wars to the general public, but he's also simultaneously the worst person to lead the franchise.
Let me tell you something.
Because he's too reliant on the things that people love about Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Star Wars fandom. Sorry if you were a Star Wars super fan. Maybe I'm not even talking about you.
Yeah.
But as a collective, probably one of the most toxic fan bases in existence.
Yeah.
Marvel and DC is like number 2. Well, no, it's probably like Star Wars, Zack Snyder fans, and then DC.
Spider-Man fans are above all of those.
You think Spider-Man fans are worse than Star Wars fans?
Absolutely.
No.
Spider-Man fans are the worst fan base on the planet.
Are you okay?
They are.
Okay.
They're the most toxic fan base on the planet. They're up there with like Barbs.
We know. They're pretty bad.
Spider-Man fans are bad.
That's pretty bad. Now we are fans of all of these, right? So we're not like saying we're not fans, but y'all know who we talking about when we say fandoms.
Yeah.
Anywho, I did not know that Dave Filoni was getting flack because the fandom hates Kathleen Kennedy.
They're literally doing the Russo brothers thing where they love that Dave Filoni is taking it back to the original Star Wars because that's what they love about Star Wars.
Yes.
However, they don't like the fact that
it's Dave Filoni.
He's repeating certain things.
This is goofy. Kathleen Kennedy. I don't care what you say about that woman. She got the filmography to back it up. Okay. Yeah. So, and whatever she does, she ain't got to do nothing next because she gave us Jurassic Park and E.T. and all those other things that I listed off.
This isn't a loss for Kathleen Kennedy.
She's fine.
This is freedom, actually.
You're right. She's probably like, woo, I ain't got to hear y'all mouths no more.
She knows that the Star Wars fandom would never be satisfied with anything.
That's why I started the segment off with, she's like, I'm getting out of here. Yeah. I'm tired. Finished.
There is no satisfaction over here.
There's not. Yeah. There's not. And shout out to her for
there is freedom.
Enduring that for 14 years.
Yeah.
So
they make a lot of money doing it.
Right. And a lot of studios, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And especially, I mean, as much as people give that last Star Wars trilogy flack and as much as it's not perfect.
Yeah, I made $1 billion.
One of them made $2 billion.
Yeah.
So she is leaving a legacy behind.
And everybody went on to make much greater works outside of Star Wars. Rian Johnson.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams. Before and after.
Right.
Whoever did the first one.
I don't remember.
I don't remember who did the first one.
But
I don't remember who did Force Awakens. Who did Force Awakens?
I don't remember. Was that not J.J. Abrams?
Oh, that's when they went back to J.J. Abrams.
Right, because they flipped in the middle. So she's fine. Dave Filoni and Lin-Wen will probably also do great. Good luck to them inheriting this fan base because they ain't nothing to play around with. They're crazy.
It's just crazy that every time anybody leaves something Lucasfilm or Star Wars related, they're just like, woo, they got him out of here. John Boyega, Kathleen Kennedy,
right?
Actors,
she gonna write a book.
People who are in the movies, people who are behind the movies, people who make the movies are all relieved to leave Lucasfilm.
I want Kathleen's book, okay? Because
Harrison Ford was like, kill me, please.
She been in the business a long time, and I know she got some stories. Okay,
you see Mark Hamill. When they said, Mark Hamill, what's an actor you would love to work with again? Mark Hamill was like, well, I would have liked to work with Harrison Ford.
But they killed him. And he said, I'm done.
Everybody hates Star Wars.
It's so funny because Star Wars is such it's still a large, like the, what do you want to call it? It's still a very large, viable IP.
Oh, no. Star Wars is fine. It's the people who watch Star Wars who are not good.
And they have like Star Wars Celebration, and that thing is like huge. And the whole thing with like Hayden Christensen coming back and being loved was all strange because I was like, y'all didn't like them prequel movies.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're
doing the reverse Russos with Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Now Hayden Christensen was always
He's
great.
Jesus. And you're like, but y'all thought he was Satan in the prequel movies.
Before he couldn't act at all, but now he's like
bring him back.
Now he's like Vader incarnate.
Bring him back for everything. And I like Hayden Christensen, so I didn't even get. But and I don't dislike the prequel movies that much.
There's a reason he quit and distanced himself from Star Wars for so long, because y'all didn't switch up.
Shout out to Kathleen for freedom. And shout out to Dave and Linwin, because good luck.
Best of luck whoever's sticking around.
Good luck to y'all. We'll see how this pans out in 10 years.
It'll be the same.
Maybe.
Star Wars will still be great, successful. It'll still have a bunch of successful movies, and the fan base will still be upset.
Right. And we do have 2 Star Wars movies coming out. So we got Mando and Grogu, and then we have the Starfighter movie coming.
And she listed out a whole bunch of other movies that were written and submitted and are sounding good. So.
Right. So shout out to her. Hope she enjoys, not retirement, but hope she enjoys her break.
And whatchamacallit just went over there and filmed a lightsaber battle. So I'm sure that'll be good.
Oh, talking about Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Mr. Movies.
Yeah. So there's so he leaked that there will be lightsabers in this movie, because nobody knew that. Nobody was like, wait, okay, Tom, so Jedi. Thanks for confirming Jedi.
Thanks, Tom.
This universe.
Right. So yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. And last bit of movie news we talked about this a little bit last episode, where we talked about people getting like first look deals, and sometimes we talked about J.J. Abrams' first look deal. So speaking of first look deals, Issa Rae has a new one, and this time she is going with Paramount, who is still trying to buy Warner Brothers.
Yep.
Still, by the way. So this is an interesting, she got to work, right? And she got to work with whoever gives her work. So Paramount being the choice, I ain't going to go down no rabbit hole with that. But anyway, she has a multi-hyphenated, the multi-hyphenated, they were talking about Issa Rae in that part, that set a 3-year first look film and television producing deal at the studio. So as we explained before, this basically means anything she comes up with, Paramount will get a first look, and they'll say, hey, this looks good, we'll keep it, or hey, you can give this to Sony or somebody else. So Issa Rae previously had a 8-figure overall pack with Warner Media, where she did the Black Lady Sketch Show, Rap-ish, and Sweet Life. I'm not sure what Sweet Life is, though.
Sweet Life with Zach and Cody?
Is that what that is?
Like Hold on. Disney?
Let me look it up. I know what the other 2 are, but I said, what is the Sweet Life? It was Sweet Life Los Angeles. It looks like an American, it was a reality television series.
Nope.
No, I missed that one.
Nope.
I missed that one. So she did good things with her last one. So she will probably put out some more with this. Hopefully we get,
she did one of them days. So.
Exactly. I was going to say, hope she gets one of them days sequel.
Yeah.
Under this with Paramount, who, I don't know. I'm very sketchy about Paramount these days. Paramount just put the Airbender movie.
Yeah, people are upset about that.
From theater to streaming. So hopefully they don't do it dirty. Hopefully this is a good 3. It's only 3 years, right? So she didn't son, I think it was like 10 years. That would be really long. So hopefully this is a good 3-year experience for her, and she gets to put out more stuff.
Yeah.
So shout out to her. A lot of Black creatives and directors and producers don't always get first look deals. So Jordan Peele, I think, got one not too long ago. So good for her.
Yeah. Good for Issa Rae.
So that is it for our movie news.
Let's roll into the trailer park.
Toot toot. Beep beep. Beep.
I think we were in the trailer park for the whole episode.
We are here for a while. Okay, so much like last episode.
No, I meant the back. I don't think I put the news background up.
Oh.
I haven't been looking at OBS the whole time.
Jay ain't on it today, y'all.
Well, because I hit record.
His mic wasn't on. He couldn't hear him.
I was just focusing on
and now you got
episode breakdown.
If you listen to audio, it ain't gonna make no difference to you. But when you do our YouTube video, if you've never seen our YouTube video, Jay has he's on background duty, right? So when we go from section to section, he changed the background. Well, apparently we've been in the trailer park background. Yeah. All episodes.
So we've been in a trailer park episode.
Our numbers are gonna tank because our background is round.
We're gonna flip it and flip it back so I can do the transition.
That's crazy.
All right, first up on the trailer park is the rise and fall of Reggie Jenkins. This is
Dinkins.
Sorry.
Jenkins was probably like your black mind automatically. Yep.
This Reggie Dinkins. This is a series that's premiering on Hulu.
No, this is on. Oh, sorry. It is on Peacock.
Oh, Peacock. Okay.
Let me say. While you go, I'm going to double check.
Apples and oranges. It comes out January 18th, 2026.
I lied. It's NBC.
On television.
Yes, this will be a televised.
This is a network television decision.
Correct. You are correct.
This is going to star Tracy Morgan, Daniel Radcliffe, and Erica Alexander, and it follows an NFL superstar banned from the league who hires a filmmaker to make a documentary on his life.
It looks pretty funny. It is. It's the style of a Office or Parks and Rec where they are talking to the camera. Mm-hmm. So it's in that, or Modern Family also, where they are kind of, we as the audience are watching them film a documentary and they are talking to us as they are filming it. Mm-hmm. But basically Tracy Morgan is trying to get his life back together. I don't know if Erica Alexander is his wife or not.
Okay.
It seems like she's his wife, but she's in it. She looked like she's pretty prominently in it. And Daniel Radcliffe plays the director that they are picking to do this. So all these are good actors.
Yeah.
I thought this looked pretty funny. It is premiering. So we are recording on the 17th and it is premiering tomorrow, January 18th on television. It got let me look up, make sure I get this correct. 10 episodes. Okay. So it is a mid-season entry.
Sunday nights at what time?
Hold on one second. They don't want us to watch it because they're not telling me what time. Let's see. The pilot is on. Let me just look it up.
Between 8 and 10?
Yeah, basically. Or it might be 8 and 11 because, the news don't kick on.
Oh, that's right.
Let me get the official website. Oh my gosh. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 8 p.m.
It will air
prime time.
Sunday. Nope, sorry, I lied again. It will air Sunday, January 18th at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then they will do an encore of the premiere February 23rd at 8.
Okay.
And then a new episode. So its regular schedule is going to be Mondays at 8:30. I know that's confusing, right?
This will be streaming on Peacock because NBC owns Peacock?
Yes.
Okay, so you can catch this on Peacock
anytime
after tomorrow.
Yeah, you can probably catch this on.
Because that is crazy. That's a crazy schedule.
Yeah.
Premiering on Sundays to show regularly on Mondays.
On Mondays at a different time.
Well, they're way to lose an audience.
Well. They're putting it after a playoff game.
People like scheduled things.
They're putting it after a playoff game. So that's why it's coming on Sunday at 10.
Okay.
So I like that, though, because they're trying to say, hey, check this new show, but don't come back Sunday.
People are going to disassociate that with their Monday brains.
Come back on Monday and watch it regularly.
Okay.
Craig Robinson is also in this. So he is in the trailer a little bit. So it looks pretty funny. Hopefully it does well.
Are they both upstairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you talking about the dog?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, pause. No, actually they're not. Only Cinnamon is. Okay. I didn't realize Lulu was below my feet.
Next up on the trailer park is a season 2 trailer for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Ooh. This debuts on Apple TV, no plus, on February 27th,
they got rid of the
2026.
plus?
Yeah, it's just Apple TV now. Because what's the plus?
Right. I was about to say.
What are the additional offerings?
What it? Money. Extra money.
What is this about? This picks off after the season finale of the first season of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, where our central characters are in the present.
Yes.
They have acquired their mom from the past. However,
because they came back through Hollow Earth, right? That's
yes.
what it's called, right? Mm-hmm.
However, older Russell.
Yes.
Is
current day Russell is stuck in Hollow Earth.
Yes.
Correct.
Which Russell?
The
Wyatt and
Kurt.
Kurt is the one that's stuck in Hollow Earth.
Correct. But he looked like in the trailer he get out because he's riding something. He's riding like a dune buggy or something. It's like, you can't ride.
But they brought the mom from Hollow Earth,
right? Because he sacrificed himself.
Also from the past because she did not age in Hollow Earth,
right?
Into the present day. Correct. On Skull Island. There's a lot going on in this,
right.
This season.
You're right.
With Kong.
And Godzilla.
And
some.
And they have unleashed some type of Kraken type of monster.
It's got 2 pupils
from Hollow Earth because it's basically the plot of the Meg, where they went down into the trench and when they came up, they left the gateway and the Meg swam through.
Yeah.
And now it's
friends.
Now it's up in the world with them too.
Correct.
But it also seems like we also get some additional flashbacks, and it looks like there's some monster outbreaks that took place in the past as well.
I was gonna to say, in the first season, I thought we had wrapped up the flashbacks in this one because we get to a point of the story where it makes sense to where now our storylines are kind of converging and our people are from the past and the future and the present are all meeting. Mm-hmm. But in the trailer, it looks like we go back to Wyatt. Mm-hmm. When he's with the mom, or grandma, excuse me, not the mom, the grandmother, and I'm like, right. I thought we wrapped all that up, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, so we get some sequences where it looks like Wyatt Russell and the grandmother are also in the past. There's some type of monster, tiny squid monster outbreak going through a grocery store. Yeah. I guess that makes more sense because he's also getting his spinoff show, so clearly there's been a lot
he's been doing some
that
things
took place before that we do not know of.
Fair.
But the main takeaway is that there is now this feels more like the next Godzilla Kong movie because it looks like there's going to be a new monster that's going to be on Earth that the two monsters are going to have to deal with.
Right.
I think this is officially out of the timeline now.
And my next question was going to be, which Kong is this? Like which from the movies, like which Kong are we supposed to think this is?
Yeah, I don't know.
The one on Skull Island?
So I think they're on Skull Island.
Okay.
They're supposed to be. I mean, there's a Monarch outpost there. So,
right. Yeah. This car, I mean, Apple has the money, so they put budget into this because everything does look good.
It looks like we're going to get more creatures, though.
It looks more larger. It seems like
it's going to it's going to be more action-packed.
I was going to say, it looks larger scale than the first one, too.
So I'm excited. I thought the first season was really good. I think Monarch does the best with the people that they put in these movies.
Agreed.
We come to see the monsters, but the movies don't make good use of the people. But this show makes good use of the people.
It does.
Next stop on the trailer park is for Crime 101. This comes out February 13th, 2026. This stars the Hulk, Thor, and Storm, and Joker.
Yep.
And who else?
I named his Marvel character.
Oh, yes. And Druid. Yes, yes. Keep it on theme. What is this about? This is about Chris Hemsworth is working with Halle Berry, being hired by Halle Berry to orchestrate and carry out a jewel heist. And this
$11 million worth.
This is also supposed to be his retirement job. This is supposed to be his last job.
He ain't gonna make it.
And Mark Ruffalo has been hired as the detective to stop him. What does this trailer show? Beautiful gowns, high-speed car chases, gun chases, money,
jewels,
diamonds,
highway,
good cinematography, Miami.
Little scuffins,
I
little
think that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't give us much plot. This is just a rolling advertisement.
It doesn't. This is giving very much
it looks good.
Heat.
Yeah.
It's like it's got a theme of heat. I am looking forward to this. I feel like I already know how it's gonna end. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably gonna put some sort of twist in it. I don't need it. Just give me what I came for, and I'm perfectly fine.
So this looks like fun. I think this is on our agenda.
We ain't in February yet, but it's gonna be because we ain't gonna unless you want to go see the other movie that's coming out the same day.
What's the other movies coming out the same day?
Wuthering Heights.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yes, we will be seeing Crime 101 if you are looking for us to review the Wuthering Heights movie. I know I'm saying it wrong. The Wuthering Heights movie, it won't be here. You ain't got to worry about it.
The next stop on the trailer park is for The Bluff. This comes out February 25th, 2026 on Amazon Prime. This stars Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Carl Urban.
She added the last name. Okay.
Yeah. It is a thriller that follows a woman who must defend her island and people after her former pirate crew finally finds her. So this feels... it is...
This movie's goofy.
It's made by the Russo brothers and the people who are behind John Wick.
And Extraction.
I'm not sorry, not John Wick. Extraction.
Oh, okay.
It's got like a Boy Kills World kind of vibe to it.
It does, as far as the kills go.
It's got an Extraction kind of vibe to the action sequences. It does seem a little ridiculous, but it's fun because it's pirate stuff.
It looks entertaining.
Yeah.
I can't hate on that. It definitely looks like a streaming movie, though.
Yeah, it does.
And I think it's funny that Carl Urban is kind of like, sure, I'll do it. I like that he doesn't seem to take himself too seriously.
Sure.
Because he's not quite...
I mean, he's Johnny Cage, so...
Right. Well, he's Johnny Cage. He's also The Boys. I can't think who he is, his character name, because we didn't stop watching that. In The Boys, which is a little more serious. And I just like that he kind of, picks a variety of things.
Yeah, he was also... You never saw Priest. With,
no.
Paul Bettany.
Mm-mm.
And...
He was also from Thor Ragnarok, the goofy, Hela's goofy sidekick.
Okay.
So this looks entertaining. I'm not gonna hate. It does look kind of goofy though.
Yeah.
When you sent me this, I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, it looks goofy, but it's pirate stuff. I like pirate
It's
stuff.
also a woman-led action flick. So
it is.
As I said,
we're still waiting on Halle Berry's spinoff on John
I
Wick,
don't care if it's good or bad. I won't know till I watch it. So if I watch
Ballerina was good.
We
had low expectations for that.
Madam Web was not.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that till I watch. Well, I kind of knew that going in, but I don't know officially till I watch it. So I would check this out.
Yeah.
I would check this out.
Next up on Trailer Park is for The Mummy. This is a theatrical release that comes out April 17th, 2026. This is Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Not the funny mummy.
This is not related to the Tom Cruise Mummy.
Or
the original campy beloved 1999 classic The Mummy and Mummy Returns.
Ain't remotely close.
This is about a young girl who disappears without a trace in the desert. Her family is stunned when she suddenly reappears 8 years later. But what should have been a joyful reunion turns into a nightmare.
So this is a full-fledged horror movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking like Scream horror. I'm talking like
Click clack snap a lack demon
Dawn
possession
of the
horror.
Dead horror.
Yeah.
Now I do think I'll be able to handle this. Maybe.
Okay. So there been mixed stuff coming out about this movie.
Some of it's probably not true.
Some of it's probably not true. Some of it maybe. There have been apparently this had a test screening that was so bad people walked out of it,
including the director, which I'm like, I don't believe that.
Which I don't believe.
Which they've said has been.
But some people said it had a test screening that they thought was really good.
Okay.
Regardless, somebody leaked the entire plot of the movie.
Did they?
Yes. And I read it.
Oh, Jay, why'd you do that? Why did you do that? You just couldn't resist.
I couldn't resist.
You couldn't resist it.
When I heard it was bad, I was like, well, I couldn't resist. And
shame on you.
And now that I know, the only reason I was excited for this movie is because I thought that this movie was announced and put in production prior to the real reboot of The Mummy that Brendan we all Fraser want being announced.
Right.
So now I don't care about this anymore. I wanted a new Mummy movie because I thought this was the only one we were going to get. But now that I know we're going back to original recipe Mummy, I'm like, okay, fine, I want that one.
But they're very different.
They're very different.
They're literally like, y'all, if you watch this trailer, this is a full-fledged horror movie. Yeah. And not playing around. Yeah. This ain't nothing like the original Mummy.
If this is...
Wait, but was the plot good? Can you give a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Is this Blumhouse?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Mummy 2026.
If they were smart, it would be.
Is Lee Cronin. Just trying to see the production. Oh, it's Warner Brothers.
Oh, so
no, yeah, it's Blumhouse.
It's Blumhouse.
This is Blumhouse.
Okay. Was the plot not satisfactory?
It's on par with what Blumhouse has been putting out lately.
Come on.
That's what the leak.
Come on.
If it's accurate.
Come on.
If it's accurate. It's on par with what Blumhouse has been putting out.
Don't do this
now,
to me.
There are people who like what Blumhouse has been putting out. There's people who do not like what Blumhouse has been putting out.
But the trailer looked good.
Blumhouse put out Conjuring Last Rites, and it made buku bucks at the box office.
But that wasn't good though. Exactly.
But it's getting a sequel.
That's because it made money. That don't mean the Mario's getting a sequel, and I don't believe that movie's good.
People like it.
No. Minecraft made a bunch of money, and I don't think that's good.
I mean, nothing you read on the internet can be real.
But sorry, Mario actually might be good, but Minecraft wasn't.
I read the whole plot leak. It was pretty beat for beat of the entire movie. What I will say is that this is different. This is not a traditional take on a Mummy movie. Okay. This is not even this. Yeah.
I mean, it seemed different because it deals with a girl, like a little girl who's disappeared and come back.
This is more about this isn't even spoiling really because you can kind of extrapolate this from the trailer. Mm-hmm. They didn't dig up some ancient mummy just like they did in the original Mummy or even in the Tom Cruise. This wasn't some priestess or some king or some queen.
Right.
This is some missing girl who came back in a sarcophagus. So right off the bat, this is a possession movie. This is basically like...
it does give possession.
This is your standard girl who is possessed movie.
Okay, because people are like jumping out of like windows and stuff.
Now the reason why she comes back mummified in a sarcophagus is weird, which you can probably extrapolate from that, which, I mean... there's enough clues there to tell where this is going. How would a little girl get possessed? But... Man, how a little girl get kidnapped and possessed.
I had high hopes for this.
I don't. Seeing the trailer, this is not giving Mummy to me. This is just giving a possession movie.
Okay. And they just added in a mummy factor.
Yeah. I'm just like, had she not
died in the desert
and come back in a sarcophagus,
it would just be a regular a girl missing coming back type movie.
Watching the trailer, I'm like, this feels like Bring Her Back.
Okay.
Which wasn't a mummy movie, but was about possession.
Right. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So
interesting. That's funny. You read that whole thing.
I did. I read the whole thing.
You found it on Reddit or something?
No, somebody posted it on Twitter.
Equally bad. If you're going to find some information, it's either going to be on Reddit or it's going to be on Twitter.
Yeah. So I still want to see it because I still want to see if it's real. Like, that didn't hinder my interest in wanting to see it. I don't care about this movie. So if it is bad, that's fine.
Sometimes plot leaks, there's a modified version that they actually go with. Yeah. So you don't really know until you watch the movie if that is what actually
And sometimes
happened.
plot leaks are completely made up and unreal. I could have just read somebody's imaginary story.
That happens with Marvel quite a bit. People put out full Marvel movies and people are like, this wasn't even remotely half true, but you don't know till you see it.
Yeah. So now that I know a real mummy is coming out, this is a very no stakes mummy. So I have no issue watching this and it turning out not great.
It's funny that we all say the real mummy is like the campy, goofy comedy, and the mummy's like it's supposed to be like a horrifying thing.
It is.
It's funny.
It is.
Okay, that was an interesting conversation. We should say it.
Next stop on the trailer park is For the Bride. This comes out March 6, 2026.
Speaking of dead people. Sorry.
This stars Christian Bale, who will be playing the creature.
Yes, he's the creature, and I believe
do not know who Frankenstein is.
Is it the lady that's in the trailer?
Well, Dr. Frankenstein. I don't think it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
He's somebody else.
There's somebody else in the trailer
He may not even be in this movie. So he may not be relevant, I guess.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. There's a woman in the trailer during the scene where they like revive her. And I was like, is that the Dr. Frankenstein?
Penelope Cruz is also supposed to be in this movie as well.
She was in the trailer for a hot second.
There is another woman in this movie as well. But the lead is Jessie Buckley.
Yes.
Who plays the bride.
She just won She just won a Golden Globe for Tenet.
Yeah. And I think she's nominated for the Oscar. Or she's going to be. There's predicted
she's
that
on the
she's
list.
Gonna be.
Yes.
Yeah. So good for her.
Yep.
What is this movie about? This movie is about Jessie Buckley's character playing a woman who has been killed and is being resurrected by Christian Bale and the assistance of another female scientist that we don't see the face of on screen. I wonder if it's stunt casting.
I do. She's in the trailer.
Oh, she is?
I just don't recognize who it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, she plays Dr. F. Euphornitis. Who is that?
Who?
Look it up on Wikipedia.
Julianne Hough? Oh, you mean Annette Bening? You don't know who Annette Bening is?
Listen, first of all, they ain't zoomed in on her face.
It's like, wait, what?
And I ain't seen Annette Bening in a long time. So yes, Annette Bening is the other woman in the trailer. Sorry, Annette Bening.
So Dr. Euphornius is the one who assists Christian Bale's Frankenstein in resurrecting Jessie Buckley. I love Annette Bening.
I'm sorry, guys.
But Jessie Buckley soon finds that he's deranged and whatever plans he has for their love is not what she wants.
Yeah, it's giving very Bonnie and Clyde.
It also seems that there is I read up on the movie and it sounds like in the background of that plot, there's going to be like civil unrest and political intrigue and violence that's going on in the background as well.
It's giving a little bit of Joker.
It's giving Gotham. I was going to say that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so the world also sucks.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, you got people digging up other people to bring them alive.
That's true.
The world is in a weird state right now.
Monsters. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. But this looks interesting. It looks interesting. I'm interested. I'll put it that way. I'm interested.
This is being directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal, who played Rachel in Christian Bale's Batman movies.
Yes.
Before she got blown up.
She did.
Yeah.
To pieces.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Wait.
Yep. He saved Harvey instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
My brain was like, wait. Yes, you are correct.
Next up on the trailer park is for Scream 7. This is teaser number 2 for Scream 7 that's coming out on February 27, 2026.
They might want to ramp this up.
I think they're saving it for Super Bowl, probably.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That would be the last one.
Okay, they need
because this teaser, there are still so many people who are still not seen in this movie.
Yes, and
like we still haven't seen Mark Consuelos.
Right. He's on the poster though.
Right. Or Anna Camp. she's on the poster too. There's a whole bunch of other people on the poster.
You're right.
What is this about? This stars Neve Campbell returning to the main role of Sidney Prescott. Courtney Cox is coming back as well. Pretty much everybody who lived except for Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega is going to be in this movie.
Are they going to explain? No, they're not. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I read something.
Did you read the plot for this too?
No. I just read. I didn't read the plot for this.
Is it even out?
I have my hunches.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want this to be spoiled. I have my hunches. But I read some theory that they were saying that it'll be explained in this movie that Kirby is with the sisters. They're in witness protection. Kirby is in the FBI, and she put the sisters in witness protection. That's why they're going to explain why they're not in the movie anymore.
For what?
Because they're once you are a ghost, they're Ghostface victims. So, you're just going to live to repeat the cycle. So, you have to go and change your identity. I mean, that's what Sydney did.
That ain't what Gail did.
That actually makes sense. That is what Sydney did. Gail didn't, because Gail...
It's Gail.
It's Gail. Sydney moved to the woods.
She did.
Changed her name to Laura.
Okay. So, fair enough. Continue.
So, that makes sense, I guess. Continue. It's stupid, but fine.
It's movie magic.
It's right. What is this about? It's Scream 7. Somebody else is wearing the ghost face. Somebody else's, possibly. It's most likely more than one. It can never be one. Whoa. Yeah. It can be one.
It can be. It's probably two.
Good.
It might be even. It was 3 last time.
Yes, I'm saying the one time when it was 1, it wasn't good.
Oh, so it's definitely multiples.
Yeah. Ghost faces are after Sydney again, except this time she has a daughter, and it seems like she's going to be the focal point of this
get the daughter, get to the mom situation.
It's implied that it's somebody from Sydney's past, as always.
Because they've been planning this all their life. Like, all your life, do something else.
In the trailer, we get some sequences of maybe some kills, maybe some fake outs. Something that I noticed is if you go back and watch some Scream trailers, some kills aren't even in the movie.
Of course.
They've been teasing Joel McHale, who's supposed to be her husband in this movie.
He ain't showing up either.
Oh, yeah. He's a cop who gets stabbed under the plastic.
Oh, that him?
Yeah.
Dang, I'm bad with it.
It looks like he dies, but that might not even be in the movie.
That's true.
Or it may not be fatal.
Or it's a dream sequence.
We're not sure who's after Sydney at this point, but we do get a scene of Sydney and Gail visiting a insane asylum where it looks like they have visited a patient who has like a lot of different drawings.
Oh, yes.
That are supposed to be, I guess, Sydney and Gail or
that's
other
the
survivors
killer.
or ghost
or
faces.
No, that's not going to be this.
Some people are theorizing it's Stu. And Stu's just been alive in a mental hospital all this time.
No, that would be bad.
That would be bad.
Oh, no. Don't do what I know what you did last summer did, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Let me go over the cast list.
Everybody. I'm sorry. That's Doomsday. That's the next one.
That's the next one. Scream 7 cast list stars Neve Campbell, Isabel May. David Arquette is listed here. Matthew Lillard is listed here.
They both said they coming back.
McKenna Grace from Ghostbusters. Asa Germain. Mason Gooding will be back. Courtney Cox will be back. Jasmine Savoy Brown will be back. Anna Camp is joining. Scott Foley will be back.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe McHale will be back. Mark Consuelos, who we have not seen in the trailer.
We think he's the killer. Or I think he's the killer.
Okay, I'll do that at the end.
One of the killers.
Celeste O'Connor, Ethan Embry, and Sam Reckner. And Roger L. Jackson, of course, will be returning to do the voice of Ghostface.
Okay. Good for him.
It's theories. How many Ghostfaces do you think it is? 2 or 3?
3.
You think it's 3?
Yeah, I think it's 3.
Okay.
It's going to be a fake out. We're going to get the first one or the first 2. And then the movie going to have 45 minutes left. And then we going to look at our phones and be like, it's too much time. And then there's going to be who the actual killer is. And that person would have been the mastermind to get the other 2 caught so he could get away. Or he or she could get away.
Okay.
That's my thought.
You think one is Mark Consuelos?
Yeah, I think the mastermind is Mark Consuelos.
I think one is Mark Consuelos. I mean, I just feel like it's Mark Consuelos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do I think the other 2 are?
Yeah.
It don't matter because they're going to get killed.
Okay.
I think Mark is the mastermind. I don't know who the other 2 will be.
Okay.
But I do think it's going to be a setup situation where they're going to be like, oh, these the killers. And then it's going to be like 20 minutes later. It's like, it's actually Mark.
I feel like I do think it's Mark Consuelos.
Yes.
I think it could be McKenna Grace.
Because you think it's McKenna because she's blonde.
Well, I think she's the opening kill, but that would be a great excuse to be missing for the rest of the movie and being Ghostface.
Okay. I like that idea.
And they did that. They do that. They've done that before. They've done a fake out death before where there was actually the killer, and they do it to get him off of the suspect list.
That's a dead ringer then. Yep.
I think it's Anna Camp.
Why?
I feel like it's Anna Camp.
Just cause.
Just because.
Okay.
She's really big on the poster. I have a hunch. I have a hunch that she's not. I have a hunch that she might be Stu's sister.
It's a revenge situation.
Instead of Stu, I think everybody's expecting Stu to be in this movie, but I think what they're gonna do is somebody's going to kill revenge for Stu.
Okay.
And the only reason I think that, and this is like a shot in the dark, the only reason I think that she's Stu's sister is because in Scream 5, they dropped that Stu had a sister. Because in Scream 5, the guy that gets stabbed in the neck outside the bar, he was Stu's nephew. They're like Stu Macher's nephew, Stu's sister.
Interesting.
And they dropped that in Scream 5. So I think she might be Stu's sister.
What is Stu's name again?
Macher.
Okay.
Did you Google it?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't do anything on purpose.
Don't tell me.
I'm not. I'm Googling things. And I'm seeing things.
Okay.
But somebody put something. I'm like,
I think she is only because it for somebody from Sydney's past to be coming for Sydney, they have to be within her age group.
What was Scott Foley's name?
Roman Bridger. But
Bridger? Okay.
Yeah, that was his name. Yeah, because he was a famous director.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should not Google anything about this movie.
I'm not. I haven't.
Don't.
But
don't.
For somebody to be from Sydney's past to want to kill Sydney, they have to be within their age group. Mark Consuelos.
And they got to be from somebody from that group of people we just talked about.
One's going to be young because they're probably one of their kids. Okay. And then the other two will be adults. Mark Consuelos and Anna Camp are the only other ones who I could think of were in Neve Campbell's age group who could also want revenge on her still. It wouldn't make sense if it's somebody who's young.
She's pretty big on this poster.
Yeah. And she ain't in the trailer.
She's also not in the trailer.
And we need a woman Ghostface.
But she on the right side. Remember I said everybody on the bottom left is... Oh, no, I said everybody on the bottom left gets killed.
Yeah. And...
Is Mark on that side?
The women Ghostface are the best. Jill.
Yeah.
Mrs. Loomis.
Yeah. Oh, what's her name? McKenna Grace is on the bottom left of the poster, too. So she getting it.
Yeah.
So if you look at the poster, it's a floating head. It's like the reverse Marvel. So it's like the pyramid is upside down.
Yeah.
I think everybody on the bottom left is getting axed, including Mark Consuelos, even though he is a killer. He not gonna live.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I definitely think it's him. He's absolutely one of the killers.
Yeah. So he's down there.
What he is doing in this movie, I have no idea.
McKenna Grace is down there, and there's some other people I don't recognize that are obviously getting axed.
Yeah.
So, and then I think everybody on the bottom right is going to live, but okay, Anna Camp is in that section though.
I mean, killers have to die too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll see. We ain't got much time to find out.
Do you think anybody else will die?
Like any of the mains?
No.
We've done that. Sorry, I'm not falling for that junk.
I think what they're gonna do.
I'm not falling for that junk no more.
I think this is a setup for a reboot.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
No.
I do. I think this is a setup for continuation with her daughter.
Oh no! Now you already know how I feel about this.
And when they do that, they usually only kill the fresh faces so they can keep the legacy people around.
So you don't think the twins gonna get
all
it?
her friends are like Celeste O'Connor and down. All of them are gone.
Yeah. Celeste O'Connor is like smaller than even McKenna Grace.
Yeah. So.
Dang.
Yeah.
And Celeste O'Connor been in stuff.
And she's in the trailer a lot. So.
She is because she's one of the friends of the daughter.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, McKenna Grace is opening for sure.
It has to be one of the younger ones has to be a killer too, because why kill the daughter's friend group too if you don't know them? Like why not?
Oh, because you're just trying to.
I guess whittle them down.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah.
So yeah.
Those are my theories.
Interesting.
All right, next stop on the trailer park, and the last one is for Avengers Doomsday. This is the Wakanda Fantastic Four section of teasers. And what does this show? This shows Shuri and M'Baku greeting Ben Grimm, who has arrived in Wakanda, and a sequence that looks like it has stuff cut out because people won't stop talking about it. It also shows Namor and Namora and their kingdom, and it looks like the oceans have either been drained or people are theorizing that they are up on the surface.
They look hot, and I don't mean hot as in attractive hot. I mean they sweating.
I can go for the oceans that have been drained. I don't see why they would want to be on the surface and being discolored.
So if you've not seen Wakanda Forever, Namor and his people are how you say it?
Tolkotans.
Yep, which I just said. And they live underwater. Mm-hmm. But he's
the only one who can breathe.
Right. And Namora has a mask on her face that holds water so she can breathe. But in the trailer, teaser, whatever, they are above ground, it looks like, chilling in like a desertish looking situation. Mm-hmm. So as if all the oceans have been drained from around them. Mm-hmm. And they don't look too happy. Like Namora's, she's normally like a bluish, greenish color. Her browner skin tone is showing up underneath it. So it's like, y'all don't look so good.
So they're either mutating and adapting to being above the surface, or they're on borrowed time.
Right. And Namor's got none of his like standard jewelry on. He's got a different coat on. He look hot and bothered. Yeah. Shuri has, and I don't know if M'Baku does. I have to look at it again. They both had, she's got on a new suit. Mm-hmm. It's got blue in it, so people think there's some alliance going on between the two parties, which I guess would make sense after Wakanda Forever. Ben, according to the trailer, Ben looks like he's showing up by himself. We don't think that's true.
Right.
We don't even know what he shows up on. So as you watch a teaser, Shuri walks out into an open plane, and people are like, why is she walking out into nothing? Good question. Mm-hmm. People think that's edited out. There is a very visible wide spot next to Ben. Mm-hmm. So it looks like somebody is there. Now, I don't know why they would edit that person out, because if he's with the Fantastic Four, just stick him in.
It's a surprise.
Who?
Maybe it's not the Fantastic Four.
Okay, fair enough. Other questions are so Shuri is obviously going somewhere at the end of this teaser. Mm-hmm. Like she's doing a Wakanda salute, and M'Baku and her are going somewhere. Where's she going? Why is Ben even there is a question.
I mean, all the Fantastic Four are there, so I think we think I think they've come to Wakanda probably because it's the best place here to come.
Right. Well, and then where we last left Fantastic Four, Doom has showed up to their home and was talking to Franklin.
Right.
And then at the end of Thunderbolts, their after credit scene was them seeing what looked like the Fantastic Four ship coming into the Earth's atmosphere.
I was surprised their suits hadn't changed. It's been like 5 years since the end of their movie.
Has it?
Yeah. By the after credit scene when Doom shows up, the child has grown up.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that's a good question.
At least 3 years.
Interesting. That is a good point as well. Yeah. So at the end of Thunderbolts, we think that the Fantastic Four are showing up to maybe go see the first Avenger, or not the first Avengers, to see the Avengers with the Z.
The second Avengers.
But maybe they were actually just seeing them coming into the atmosphere to go to Wakanda. Yeah,
because we don't know where they were going.
We don't know where they were going because they didn't like land. And Kevin Feige made some side comment when Thunderbolts came out, like, oh, maybe that's the Fantastic Four ship, maybe it's not. And like, Kevin, you know. Why are you asking us the question? Other things of note is some people think this is not main timeline. It might be an alternate timeline. We don't know that. There's nothing. And I feel like
Why would the Fantastic Four show up in an alternate timeline?
Right. My question is how they even show up, period.
I can deduce that Reed cracked
multiversal travel,
but how did you know where to go?
How and why?
Yeah.
What is like the driving point? Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then what else? It's only a minute.
Yeah.
So we don't really got much to go on. This actually might be in a movie teaser of them all. Mm-hmm. Now I say teaser because the Russo brothers then came out and said that these 4 things are not teasers or trailers. They're stories and clues. Mm-hmm. So obviously each one is embedded. Each one is shot to not give us the truth of what's actually happening.
We also don't know what Shuri's role is in this movie yet.
We don't.
She's not the queen of Wakanda. She does monologue over the trailer and say that the king has their duties and she has hers, but she doesn't say what hers is yet. So that's interesting.
Right. I'm assuming she is black, so she is still Black Panther, if anybody had a question about that. M'Baku is king. He introduces himself to Ben as M'Baku, king of Wakanda. Mm-hmm. I do like that M'Baku got like kind of a front and center in this teaser because he's kind of been like the side character, but I like the fact that in the teaser he's basically front and center. What else is there? I mean, it's the most what is going on of the 4.
Yeah.
And as the Russo brothers said, these are supposed to be like clues. So what we got is not what is probably actually. All our theories are probably hogwash.
Right.
we don't have no idea what's going on. I did see somebody say on Twitter, one of the popular scoopers that seem like they're like the most reliable, non-problematic, says that the Steve one is the most out of context one that there was of the 4.
Okay.
Which makes some sense because Steve's
maybe he's having a nightmare dream like Wanda.
Could be because Steve's is the only one that's happy. So Thor is praying to save his child, essentially, or praying so he can come back to his child because something obviously is going wrong. We have the X-Men one where it looks like Magneto and Professor X are on their last minutes and Scott is fighting Sentinels. And now we have this one where Shuri looks stressed because she about to go off and fight somewhere. And then we have Ben showing up who obviously needs some help because he's not at home.
Steve's the only one who's no talking either.
No talking. And he looks real happy with his baby. And I'm like, why everybody else stressing out? And Steve just like, I'm at home chilling with my Cialis. So we don't, who knows?
Yeah.
We who knows? There's an official Marvel Doomsday countdown clock on YouTube for the next 11 months. I personally think that they're going to interrupt that live stream of the countdown and insert things every now and then. Why not? So shout out to the person who's going to pay attention and let us know.
It's cheap advertising.
It's so cheap.
Yeah.
And there's a rumor that we're getting a Doomsday trailer for Super Bowl.
That works.
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Disney got 12 other movies coming out before then that they need to also pay for. So
never as big as this though.
No. Oh, and I guess I also mentioned that Timothée Chalamet and Robert Downey Jr. were doing something, and they both seem to think that these movies are coming out on the same day still because they're like, oh, let's call it Doomsday. Like it's officially Doomsday. I still don't think it's happening.
It may.
The box office nerds also don't think it's happening.
Disney has no reason to move it.
Disney's not. Oh no, Disney's not moving.
WB is on the thread of this possibly being the last thing they put out in theaters. So,
right.
They're the ones who are shaky ground.
I don't think it sounds fun, right? And of course, if both of these movies come out the same weekend, we're gonna see both the same weekend. However, there are only so many movie theaters, right? And they're not building on new movie theaters just for these 2 movies to be showing. And Disney not.
That's for them to work out in the background.
Disney not playing. Where's Doom gonna play? When? On what screens?
On the ones at home on Netflix.
They're gonna be showing.
That's where they want to go.
They're gonna be showing Doomsday every half an hour, like they did Wicked.
Which one's longer? That determines a lot of it.
Disney's purposely not gonna make this movie too long because the longer your movie is, the less you can play it during the day, right? So you got to be smart about that. You can't have a 4-hour movie and think you about to make a bunch of money because there's only so many 4-hour gaps in the day. Yeah. Do the math.
But 6. Dune is big on IMAX, so Disney could let Dune have their IMAX screens and take every single premium screen outside of that.
They will. What you mean?
Yeah.
They will. Yeah. Logistically, it sounds like an awful idea.
For IMAX and some standard screens that Disney will have every premium format under IMAX because I don't think you need IMAX for Avengers. So
no, I would see it in XD. I would actually prefer to see Avengers
in Dolby,
in Dolby or XD, and those aren't IMAX screens.
Yeah.
So logistically,
Dune is all about seeing every single thing in the frame. Avengers isn't. So
right. I will believe that Dune is coming out the same day as Avengers when we get that first trailer, and that's the date in the trailer.
I mean, they're good.
We'll see. It sounds fun. It'll be a fun weekend, and we'll argue about what movie's gonna do better when we already know the answer. They've been trying to redo it since Barbie. They tried to do it with Gladiator and Wicked. That didn't work. That did not work. Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all see how we gonna see both. It don't matter, but I just don't think it's a great idea.
That is all the stops in the trailer park. Let's dive into this bunch crunch.
All right, let's make it snappy. So Mike Flanagan's The Exorcist, which was supposed to come out in March of this year. It's not February yet. Has been moved to March of 2027, which makes sense because if you ain't started a movie today, it's not coming out in March. Yep. So hopefully they can keep Scarlett Johansson attached because Miss Mama booked and busy.
Makes good stuff. I wouldn't jump off of this.
Right. So she probably, the Batman at least hopefully be done by then and she can start.
Right.
Yeah, they might want to work that out. Anywho, now I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm going to make Jay say it. But anyway, How to Train Your Dragon got 2 casting announcements. One is for
Olafur Dari Olafsson,
who is from Severance.
Yes.
He was, I don't know his character name. He is the one who was like bossing Helly around.
Yeah.
And beating people up.
Yeah.
He's like the muscle of Severance.
Yeah.
He is going to be cast as Draco. And then Cate Blanchett is returning to her character in live action. She did the voice for this for Valka. Now, I have not watched How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Either.
So shout out
to everybody.
Shout out to everybody involved. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. The first one did really well. The first live action one did really well. So we're not surprised to get into it. Now, more casting news. God of War.
This is what Olafur should have been casted in.
Oh, okay.
Should have been
he
casted
do look like
Thor
he would
in
be in this type of situation.
Yeah, he'd be a good Thor.
Although How to Train Your Dragon got that look. They kind of got the look with dragons. They got the hats on and whatnot with the horns. Anywho, so God of War is a video game. It is now being turned into a live action series.
Yep.
Because that is the thing to do nowadays. We have 2 casting announcements for here. Teresa Palmer has been cast as Sif.
Yes.
So like Lady Sif from the Thor that I know?
Yes.
Okay.
He is Kratos. He started out in the Greek mythology era. He goes around killing the gods as revenge for murdering his family and his loved ones.
Of course.
It came back around again in the God of War reboot, but they switched it to Norse mythology instead. But I don't think they erased his history. I think he just lived that long.
I see what you're saying. There's a Greek section and then there's a Norse mythology section.
So the Norse mythology section of his story, it seems, is what they're going to be basing the series on because they've casted the Norse characters, Sif. They haven't casted Thor yet.
So, and then the other piece of casting news was Ryan Hurst has been cast as Kratos. Now, who is Kratos in this series?
Kratos is the God of War.
Oh,
His name is Kratos.
So who is Thor?
Thor is the villain in the God of War video game franchise.
And he voiced Thor, and now he's playing the protagonist.
Yes, he voiced the villain in the game.
Gotcha.
And now he's playing the protagonist in the live
He is
action.
God of War. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I got it. I'm following. I'm here. Everybody was very excited about this casting news. This series is coming on. Is this Amazon? This sounds like an Amazon situation. Let's double check and see. Deadline. Yep, Prime Video. How did I know? Prime Video loves to turn a video game into a TV series.
That's true. Yeah.
They ain't half bad at it. So I give them that. And they got budget. So this is the studio to actually do this. So as we learn more about this, as we get more casting news, we will definitely let you know.
Yeah.
But the video game nerds was quite excited.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll check it out. I did not play Fallout, but I do like the TV show, which I need to catch up on. So maybe the same thing will happen here.
Yeah, the latest God of War games have really good storytelling. So,
okay.
Yeah.
He was nominated for a BAFTA.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of stuff. Sons of Anarchy is very popular. So.
Oh, you're right. I'm familiar with. I did not watch it, but I am familiar with Sons of Anarchy.
I was on for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for him. Shout out to everybody involved. All right, so that is it for our news. It was a lot today, but I hope you enjoyed it. Now we're going to take a short break and get into our review for 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. This week, we watched 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. This was released January 16th, 2026. The director of this is Nia DaCosta, who also directed The Candyman, the horror movie. It was like the reimagining of the original Candyman. The Marvels, which we love. Yep. And Hedda, which stars Tessa Thompson, which just came out last year.
Which people say is great.
People say it's great. It is been getting a kind of recognition during the award season too. So need to check that out. Writer of this is Alex Garland, who wrote all the previous 28 movies, and he also wrote and directed Warfare and Civil War, which we did review on the podcast.
Yep.
Casting characters of this.
Not Warfare.
He didn't write Warfare?
No, we didn't review Warfare.
Oh, sorry. Right. No. Civil War. We reviewed Civil War. Did not watch Warfare. Yeah. So this includes Ralph Fiennes as Dr. Ian Kelson, Jack O'Connell as Sir Jimmy Crystal. We have Alfie Williams back as Spike. Erin Kellyman, who is Jimmy Inc. / Kelly. She is one of Jimmy Crystal's fingers.
Yeah, fingers.
And Chi Lewis Perry, who plays Samson, who is back from the previous movie. He was the alpha of the infected. Yeah. Yes. I'm going to leave it there. There are a lot of other people in this movie, which we can touch on as we get to, but...
It don't matter. They die.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. And we didn't spoil it because you don't even know who it is. Right. Runtime is 1 hour and 49 minutes. The budget is $63 million. Box office, it is currently at $5.6 million domestically, which is not good. It's not good. It's projected. Well, I'm about to get on it. Just give me a second. My projected for a day opening weekend is only $15 million. It's not. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. This is terrible. This ain't good. It's bad. this is all because
of the last movie.
Because of the last movie.
That last movie really burned
people. Did not like. If you go back to our review, we gave it a 3.5. So not terrible, but not.
We said this is a bad way to reboot this.
Yes, we did. We were not fans of the second half of that movie, and it really just kind of nosedived from there.
Anybody who criticized that movie, they called him crazy. They were like, "Oh, if you didn't like this movie, you just don't understand film. You have bad art direction." It's like, well, the movie wasn't bad in all aspects of it. It just was poorly written.
Yeah, we did not like the second half. The highlight of the second half was Ralph Fiennes and Jodie Comer.
They pulled it around for that third act.
Right. But once Ralph Fiennes was off, and once those two were off the screen, the movie went back to like, what is this?
Took a nosedive again.
It's right. And it ended real strange. Now, the ending of that movie did set up this movie, but the tone change was very stark.
And nobody returned for this one.
Right. So, as Jay just said, people just they checked out.
Yeah.
People are not watching this. So this is currently it will do half of what 28 Years Later did opening weekend.
It sucks because it's a better movie.
It is a much better movie.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Nia. Nia might not feel. I don't know. She got her movie made. She's getting critical acclaim for this.
She did her job.
She did her job.
The studio did a bad job of putting her second.
Agreed. And Danny Boyle did her no favors.
And that'll be proven further when this comes out on streaming and blows up. And people are like, "Oh my God, I should have went to see this in theaters because the first one really burned me."
I do think people are just waiting for streaming.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's also January. So a good segment of the US is cold, right? Yeah. Movies do cost money. People don't go to the movies as often. Yeah. People are trained to wait for streaming. Yeah. So I do think all of that, the reception of the first one and then all those other factors are impacting this opening weekend. Yeah. So we still, in Nia DaCosta, we still trust.
Right.
Okay. So some of y'all also need to trust is what I'm trying to get at. So ratings wise, cinema score, I'm going to do it backwards. So 28 days later got a B+ for context. 28 weeks later has no cinema score. Oddly.
That's strange.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
Weird. I don't think people like that one very much.
No, nobody likes that one.
And then 28 years later, the movie came before this got a B. This movie, Bone Temple, A-, which is like fantastic for horror.
Yeah.
Horror movies don't get A's. Just for another comparison, Sinners got an A. So shout out to the 2 black directors who put out horror movies that got A cinema scores.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Congratulations. Ratings wise for Rotten Tomatoes, 28 days later, the OG got an 87 critics, 85 audience. Weeks later, got a 73-66. So lower on both sides.
It's hard to make a sequel.
What'd you say?
It's hard to make a sequel.
Yeah, of something. People don't really like that Weeks Later situation. I didn't even watch it. Jay told me not to watch it, so I did. And then 28 years later, got an 88 from critics, 63 from audience. So, yeah, as you can tell, people did not like that.
They didn't come back.
Audience didn't like that previous movie that much, which is impacting this one. However, for those of us that have seen Bone Temple, critics have given it a 94. Audience is currently sitting at a 90, which makes sense with the A- cinema score. Yeah. So we went from a 63 audience to a 93 audience. That should tell you all you need to know.
Right.
Unfortunately, the box office went the other way, which sucks. But I ain't gonna lament too much on it. I might rant on Threads this week, but other than that, I'm gonna keep myself in check. Anywho, Jay, hit us with the plot of Bone Temple.
Plot of Bone Temple is...
It's hard, I know.
It's hard.
A little bit.
Took a minute
without spoiling it.
I mean, I'm just thinking of like, what is the plot of the
Dr. Ian is doing his thing.
The plot of the Bone Temple is Ralph Fiennes.
Yep, Dr. Ian
is trying to discover if there is a way to control the rage virus.
Sure.
That is the plot of this movie. There are other things that happen in this movie, but the point of this movie is to see if Ralph Fiennes has the ability to control or understand the nature behind the rage virus. And then there's an additional plot of Alfie running around with the Jimmies, doing Jimmy stuff. And they converge. His
character's name is Spike.
Oh, well, Spike, yes.
Spike. Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Alfie Williams' character, because I said Ralph Fiennes.
Oh,
Alfie Williams' character.
Fair enough.
Running around with the Jimmies, doing Jimmy stuff. Their two plots converge over their belief of Satan.
Sure.
Or whether Satan exists or not.
Fair enough. I'll let you slide.
I don't want to spoil it.
You're right. Don't spoil it.
That's the plot.
Okay.
Ralph Fiennes is trying to figure out the virus.
And Spike is doing the thing.
Spike is running around with the Jimmies, and they converge in the third act.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into our non-spoiler thoughts. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, this movie is the best of the franchise.
Agree.
It's of the same ilk though.
Oh, so
it's not a
totally different entry.
No. Yeah.
You know what? I'll pause you here for 1 second. What is different is the second half of that last movie. That is different from the rest of the series, which is probably why people were like, "I'm checking."
This movie feels like is in a lot of ways it feels like an extension of the third act of the last film, which was the best part of the last film.
Yep, agree.
This movie is the better movie in the franchise because it makes the best use of Ralph Fiennes, has the most use of Ralph Fiennes.
Agree.
Ralph Fiennes is the most interesting character in this franchise.
Ding ding ding.
This movie doesn't have that many entries, so that's not a wild thing to say. Ralph Fiennes is officially the best character in the 28 franchise. Cillian Murphy's only been in one. Ralph Fiennes has been in more than he has.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't disagree.
Take it.
I don't disagree. Go ahead.
So yeah, this was the best character. He had the best story.
He did.
I think they did a really good job with rage virus lore.
Okay.
They did a really good job with making an infected a character.
Yes. Agree.
And the way they were able to tell the story of Samson without him being able to communicate at all because he is an infected.
Right.
I thought that was good. The Spike stuff, I still feel the exact same I felt about the last film, and that was the Spike stuff is the worst part of these movies. Spike is not an interesting lead character, but he's necessary because you have to have this character who is vulnerable, who is easily manipulated so that he can run into the villains.
Okay.
And that so that the villains can be as bad as they need to be. And do as much awful stuff as they need to so that we can hate them enough so that we can feel good when they finally get theirs.
Okay.
So I don't think Spike is interesting at all. I think the story slows down a lot when we
bounce to Spike.
I do think that the movie is on par with the gore.
Oh my God.
Nia DaCosta did some interviews and she was talking about how she wanted more infected in this. They did put more infected in this.
She got her wish.
Not as much infected as like the first movie because that's like the outbreak movie.
Right.
This one, it's just like more infected in the wild. They do a lot of forest sequences and there's always the threat of an infected popping up out of somewhere. This movie did have a lot of jump scares.
It did. Way more than the first one.
So it was on for people who want their like infected kills and infected action. It's there. Yeah. It's probably the grossest out of all of them.
This
is absolutely the most gruesome and the grossest movie in the franchise.
Oh my Lord.
We're talking about
disgusting.
A lot of torture. This movie has a lot of torture. So if you are not interested in torture, which is not my style of horror, you may not like a lot of these sequences.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly just torture. It's mostly just, it's not even like scary. It's just like watching people suffer for other people's amusement and entertainment.
Oh, my least favorite.
Well, yeah. So there's a lot of that. That's a big premise of this movie.
Yeah.
But it is the best of the franchise.
Agreed.
So it sucks that people aren't going to see it. I think she did a really good job. And the trailer is misleading. The third act is not what you think it is, but it is amazing.
Agreed.
I will leave that at that.
Thank you to the trailer trailer editors for setting us up like that.
Not what you think it is going to be. No. It's better.
It is. So. I had an inkling based on like the picture of the poster and was like, I bet, but that is not what I saw.
As we were getting closer and closer to it, I was like, I wonder if they're going to do what I think they're going to do. And then they did it. And I was like, this is great.
Yeah, it was good.
This is good.
I mean, Ralph
I have no notes.
No notes on that one. 100 out of 10. Okay, so my non-spoiler thoughts echo a lot of yours. This is better than 28 years later.
Yeah.
Its predecessor, they just need to let her make the next one.
Like, she should.
They owe her. The fact that this one's not doing well in the box office is basically because the last one was not that good.
Because Danny Boyle's supposed to come back to do the last one.
No, I think Alex Garland's doing both. I think he's writing and directing the next one. Right? No? Hold on. Let me check. Hold on. Because if that's the case, somebody needs to be fired.
interesting to do 3 different directors.
No, you're right. Trilogy. Danny Boyle is doing the next one.
I think they should change that to Nia DaCosta. I think that if anything, this tells them that why would they want to go back to what people did not like about this chunk of the franchise? Right. Why go back? But, I mean, they also may make that's what they did J.J. Abrams. Star
Wars.
See
how that went, though.
Yeah, but will they? Because they're clearly trying to make the same decision. So
yeah,
they're at WB. Somebody next door should be like, don't do this.
Hello, we did this. The call is coming from inside the house.
Don't go backwards. We went backwards.
Yeah, so they need to. I always feel like they owe her the next one. To be honest, just based off how the box office of this one goes.
I think that once people see that she's not attached to that third one, they go drop off. Whatever goodwill they build from this one.
I'm going to get to my opinion on the third one when we get to the spoilers.
Whatever goodwill they build from this one, if people are like, oh, this was the good one.
Yeah,
this was made by Nia DaCosta, and they make that third, when they announce that third one, they're like, wait, she's not coming back?
Danny's back? I'll wait for streaming, basically.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine, because that's you picked up what I was putting down. So the overall plot of this and the subplot of the antagonist of this are more interesting than the first one. So the first one, the antagonist is just the infected. Mm-hmm. They add the Jimmies, which is our main antagonist.
Spike was the villain in the first movie.
I ain't even got we don't disagree on Spike, so I can't even give a rebuttal for that. This one's just more interesting. There is no first half we at a high and the second half we at a low. We level set the whole movie. Now it turns up at the very end, but it's a good turn up, right? Mm-hmm. So Ralph, Jack, and Chi Lewis Perry, who plays Samson, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, great.
No notes. They were all good. That's not unexpected from Ralph. We seen Jack O'Connell in Center, so we already knew. But Lewis Perry, with very minimal of he's infected, right? So he can only do so much.
Giant and naked.
Butt naked. The whole movie. I'm sorry, 99% of the movie.
He was in a prosthetic bodysuit, so it wasn't really him naked.
Okay, that probably made
all of him naked.
That's good, because he was probably more comfortable. Because I was like, is he doing this whole movie like
they
this?
They had to increase his mass because he can't be that size.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
as a normal person. So
okay, that makes sense.
They had to put him in a fat muscle suit.
Okay, that makes more. Okay, I'm glad he was able to film that way versus just being butt naked on set the whole time. I would have been like, this might feel a little uncomfortable. Anywho, but all of the three of them. Trifecta of perfection. Good. We didn't need Spike in this though.
No, the Spike was not necessary. Well, I mean, but you said that Spike is the only connection to get him back to Ralph Fiennes.
You're right, but you did not need him, and we'll get to that when we get to the characters. If you would have had Spike keep his behind at home in the first one, you still could have had this movie play out the exact same way. Exactly.
We'll get to the end.
Okay. All right, we'll say put a pin in it.
Okay.
But in my opinion, you didn't even need Spike in this. And it's not against Alfie Williams, who plays Spike. He's good. He's a good actor, and I feel like he is playing Spike the way they want Spike to be played. But Spike as a character, no thank you. Don't need it. Yeah. This movie does feel a little middle childish in terms of there was a beginning that set this movie up, and then at the end it sets up something else, and then you almost wonder, is the general audience even going to go back to this when that third one come out? Or are they just going to read about it and keep going? Yeah. So that's kind of unfortunate, because it's that middle movie, right? And you're kind of like, do I need it? Do I not need it? Situation.
But if you're going to... you have to watch the first one because it sets up the middle movie, which sucks.
You should watch this just for Ralph, Jack, and Chi. Yeah. Those performances regardless. But... if somebody's kind of like, I got limited time, I want to watch this next one because they got Cillian Murphy in it, do I need to watch this one? You would be like, do you need to watch this
It depends. You know what? That answer will be depending on if they pull what's important from this movie into the next one. You will need to watch this.
And I feel like they should, but we can get to that.
This movie does one of the most important things ever done in the franchise too. So
agree. So it's
the most important thing.
Even more unfortunate people are not watching this one. And maybe they'll wait till it gets to streaming and it'll blow up like Jay said or whatever. Yeah. But it does have that middle movie that I feel like, because they stuck this, they should have gave Nina... they should just gave it a whole trilogy.
They should have.
If we being honest. Yeah. But anywho, and I see, actually my next note is, this could have been the first movie and we could have skipped the other one.
Yeah.
Like you could have took pieces of that first one, dropped it into this one, and we maybe could have, and then take some of this one and put it in the next one. I feel like that could have worked out.
But we had to have the connection that Ralph Fiennes and Alfre Williams' character knew each other.
Yes. Fair enough. And then we already touched on this. Just let Nina direct the third one.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
We touched on that. All right. Anything else we have for non-spoiler?
That's all I got.
All right. So now we are going to spoil the heck out of this movie. If you don't want to be spoiled, I changed my stance. When we came out of this, I was like, would I tell people to go watch this? Yes, I would. I would say go check this out. If you like the first one, you will like this one. If you didn't like the first one, I would say give this one a chance.
Yeah.
At least, because it is a better movie. So you deserve to be rewarded with a better movie.
That's true.
But we are going to spoil this movie in 3, in 2, and 1. And I kind of flipped the characters a little bit. Normally I go from like most popular to least popular. I'm just going to let us get Spike out the way. Okay. And that's who we're going to start with. So Alfre Williams plays Spike. Spike is our kid. He's a teenager, apparently. He must be like 13 in a day. Because he act like he 10 in a day. But anywho, he is the person who left at the end of the first one to go on a quest, to personal journey.
Yeah.
Coming of age, whatever, unnecessarily, by the way, because
now this whole movie we have to spend time with him shivering and regretting it.
Right, because he's not prepared for this. In the first movie, he's going out with his dad for the first time. Mm-hmm. And then he also decides that I'm going to do it again with my sick mom. Mm-hmm. Okay. So he ain't got no experience. No. And in this movie, he still don't have. It picks up right where the first one left off. Yeah. So no time has passed. No major time has passed. Spike is still Spike. Yeah. He needs to be at home under the protection and the coverage of a village of people.
He's an adequate hunter, but outside of that, it's nothing. He's not a killer, so
he's not, and he shouldn't be, because he's
would have to be to live
13 in a day
to live out in this world and be free. You need to be some sort of killer.
Right. Now he killed an infected.
Right.
Yeah,
that type of killer. At least that.
Right. He can maybe save himself, and he actually accidentally killed one of the Jimmys in the beginning. Yeah. But he didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Right. But it just, I feel like Spike wasn't needed, because you could have got the connection. I'm not going to spoil it right now, even though we are in spoilers. Dr. Ian does something at the end of this movie that kind of turns the movie in a different direction a little bit. Mm-hmm. And Spike is kind of in the middle of that. Mm-hmm. I feel like he could have did that turn without Spike being there.
But if Spike was not there, there would have been nobody to kill Jimmy.
Okay, fine.
Unfortunately. Jimmy would have continued.
Okay, sure. Whatever.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Spike for being useful one time in this movie. But
yeah, that was his whole arc.
And he has no character arc.
No, he doesn't have an arc. He doesn't learn anything. Well, I mean, his arc was in the last movie. This is Ralph Fiennes' arc.
What did he learn in the last movie?
To come to terms with his mom dying.
Okay,
stop
fair.
Trying to change that.
Fair. Yeah. You're right. And that whole part was the best part of that movie.
There was nothing for Spike in this movie.
No.
He had his arc.
He doesn't see his dad again. No. Aaron Taylor Johnson's not in this movie at all. No. I at least thought we would get some flashback to see what is his dad even doing at this point. Like, his son is gone. He dropped off a baby named after the mom who didn't come back with him. Mm. Like, what is dad doing? So I thought that maybe would have added a little more depth to what Spike is doing, if they added his dad, and maybe he crossed paths with his dad and he's like, no, I'm not coming back home. Nothing.
Nope.
So Spike is still Spike, and I still don't like Spike. But shout out to Alfre Williams, because he did good acting.
Yeah, it's good acting. You do good acting, like a scared kid who's like really back against the wall in a worse situation. You can't get out of it, and you're surrounded by some really psychopathic weirdos.
Terrible people.
Yeah.
So,
and it's easier to stick around, because if you run, they'll probably kill you.
Right.
He did a good job at portraying that.
That's actually what almost actually.
It's not a very great character to
just
follow
not a character. I was not interested in Spike.
And following.
Whatsoever. So that is one of the negatives for me of this movie. Yeah. Is Spike's in existence.
Additional Spike focus.
Right. Do you have anything else about Spike?
No.
All right. So next up, we'll focus on one of the Jimmys, which are one of the fingers of Jimmy, which is Jimmy Inc. / Kelly. This is played by Erin Kellyman.
Now, this character I found interesting.
I recognize her face, but Jay told me who she was at the very end. She is from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She was the main antagonist in the series,
and she was the secondary villain in Han Solo movie. You didn't see that.
Okay. So she's a good actress.
Yeah, she's good.
I like her.
She's a good job.
So she is one of the fingers who befriends Spike. Now, you think that she is trying to, I guess the overarching plot of the Jimmys is they are being led by Jack O'Connell, whose name is Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. So we'll call him Jimmy Crystal. She's Jimmy Inc. Jimmy Crystal is basically using his fingers they're a cult. They're a satanic cult. He thinks he's hearing from Satan to basically wipe people from the earth, like skin them however he sees fit and then sacrifice them. They call it charity. Sacrifice these very innocent people. He thinks the infection is a result of Satan trying to wipe out the earth.
He's a Satanist. So.
Yes. Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Now, she was interesting because you think that she is trying to comfort Spike and not necessarily get him home or anything like that, because she tells him, like, you stuck here. This is the best you got. But she's trying to give Spike some comfort and tell him, like, if you're going to stay, like, this is what we do. You need to kind of get used to this. But she's interesting because she actually believes whatever Jimmy Crystal is saying. Like, she believes that there is Saint Nick. Yeah. She believes, like, Saint Nick is telling Jimmy Crystal things. Like, she believes he's a fake, but she believes in the lore. Yeah. So I was just kind of like...
So she's an actual Satanist who believes in Satan, but she has a hidden agenda where she does think that Jimmy is a false prophet.
Yes,
and her plan is to try to use Ralph Fiennes, because she does believe that he's the devil. Yeah. Is to try to use Ralph Fiennes to expose Jimmy as a false prophet for leading the group.
So she's a follower of Jimmy, but she got her doubts, but she believes in a cause.
That is a main character. Not Spike.
Right.
That is a main character.
And she gets Spike gets more screens. Spike is got more screen time at her, but she's in the background kind of like, befriending Spike, and the more she talks, you're kind of like, wait a minute, she actually does believe in this. This is scary.
Yeah. So I mean, you have like some hope because she's nice,
right?
She's the only one that's nice to Spike and doesn't make him like participate in the skinning,
right,
and stuff like that. And she does kill somebody for him.
She does,
and you get the sense that she is kind of like bored and tired of being there, but there also isn't anywhere else for her to go,
right? But she said she tried to leave.
I do like that she had her hidden agenda.
Yes, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming that she was an idiot.
Yeah, I didn't. When she starts being nice to Spike and they're having her conversations, like, oh, they're going to kind of maybe run away together, or she's trying to go help Spike get home or to safety. And she's like, no, there's nothing else out there. Yeah. And that man, AKA, she don't know Dr. Ian's name, but the man that we saw, that's Satan.
And I was like, oh.
And Jimmy Crystal is just, he's fake.
I felt like in that scene in Final Destination Last Bloodlines where you think the mom realized it had the premonitions too, and you think that she understands the daughter, but then she tells the daughter, don't believe it. And you're like, oh, so you are stupid. Yeah. You actually don't believe either.
She's not. And she's young, right? So it's been 28 years. Mm-hmm. All these, if you younger than 28, you've been born into this
post-apocalyptic world,
right? And we don't know how they've all come under Jimmy Crystal, but he's obviously manipulated their minds into thinking this craziness.
Yeah,
right. So you can't blame her, but it's also like, girl, y'all are killing and skinning people. Matter of fact, they don't even kill you first. They skinning people alive.
You just die from your injuries.
And you die from shock, injuries, and bleeding to death. Yeah. So it's just like, this is terrible. Yeah. We're terrible. And I actually wonder if all that's going to come back later. But we'll get to that. But anyway, Erin was great. Yeah. Jimmy Inc. was a great character to follow. Yeah. She is definitely a highlights of this over following Spike.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Spike. So next up, we have Chi Lewis Perry, who plays Samson. So Samson's not his real name. That is the name Dr. Ian has given him. He is our alpha from the first movie who Aaron Taylor Johnson and Spike were running away from. He's like the one sitting on that hill in that awesome shot where they're hiding, but Samson's just chilling on the hill like, I'm just going to wait till y'all come out. Mm-hmm. Samson is still terrifying. Samson had been through a lot. He got arrows and scars and all that. He fighting and he winning. Yeah. What I did not realize in the first movie was why Dr. Ian was not killing Samson on sight. He is like keeping Samson alive. Mm-hmm. And what we discover early in this movie is that he is basically trying to help.
He's experimenting on him, kind of.
He's basically giving him morphine so that Samson cannot be so out of control. Mm-hmm. Because Dr. Ian's thought is, I can't cure the physical part of it. I can't cure like the pain or whatever, but I think I can relieve y'all of the psychosis of why y'all acting the way y'all do.
Yeah, because we get a glimpse of what they see when you're enraged, and it looks like you think everybody else that's normal is some type of demon.
Yes, it looks like it's full on Satan.
The enraged think that uninfected people are some type of monsters, and that's why they tear us apart.
Right, and I mean, Samson tears somebody's head off and rips their spine. And we see all of this.
I like that.
Spine.
I mean, not that sequence. I just meant the lore.
Oh my God.
It was not the Predator homage.
Okay. He literally rips somebody's head off. Spine comes out, and then he eats the brain. Yeah. And we see it's not cut away or nothing.
Nina, like an apple digging into it.
Nina, she had an interview. She was like, "Yes, it's I had to." She said, "I wanted to up the gore to equal like the peace and tranquility." She's like, it had to be equal. I'm like, girl, you took it a touch.
Right.
Too far.
Yikes.
But she's very good at it. She did a very good job.
Yeah. Unsettling.
Oh my God. There was a couple scenes where I had my popcorn bucket over my eyes because
brains look like that.
It wasn't scary. It was just so gory. Like,
oh my God. Like that flaky?
I don't know, but he eating it like soup. Okay.
Like cauliflower.
Nasty. So what? Samson was an interesting character in this because we get to see him not in a rage. So the more he's hanging out with Dr. Ian's basically doping him up, and he basically gets time away from the rest of the infected to kind of just relax. And he's like chilling, and he actually speaks. He don't speak a lot at the beginning, but that's like a big turning moment is because he actually starts talking because Dr. Ian's like, wait a second, maybe I can help. And he uses Samson he's his test subject, but he's not like torturing or anything like that. He's trying to help him and make him better. So Perry Lewis did very good at this. He doesn't really talk a lot, so he's got to rely on like body movement, eye movements, grunts, running, things of that nature. He was very good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Samson in this, and not like the last one where he was just terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's pretty much, even though it's a body, Samson ain't got no clothes on.
Yeah, so he's naked.
Full frontal. It's actually, we don't get nothing from the back. It's all the front. It's all the front. And I'm just like, ain't gonna put nothing on. He ain't behind. They don't hide him behind no bushes.
He's in the world, I guess.
He in some tall grass, but when he get closer, I just be like, all right, well, we looking at Samson stuff all day.
I don't know the audience is here, so why spare us?
Right. Like, he's been living like this for how long? Why would he have clothes on, right? Ooh. So,
okay.
Yeah, this full frontal, y'all. This ain't rated. This is rated R for a reason, and that's one of them. Next up, we will have Jack O'Connell, who plays Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. Now, he is our psychotic leader of this cult. Terrible.
Yeah.
Character is terrible.
Yeah. He's a bad villain.
He is leading around these kids. I'm gonna call them kids because they can't be that much. They not beyond teenagers.
All smaller and dumber than he is.
Yes, who basically worships Satan. He thinks Satan or Satanic talks to him to tell him you need to continue to kill people, skin them, and wipe them out. And they call it charity when they sacrifice somebody. And they just going from little village to little village doing this to people, anybody they come across. It is awful. He is brainwashed all these kids, except maybe Jimmy Ink, but Jimmy Ink does believe in Satan, so you kind of like, okay, she ain't totally broken free of it. But Jack O'Connell, just like he did in Sinners, plays a great villain.
He does.
I mean, and Nia DaCosta did a very good job of showing us how depraved he is.
Yeah.
There is a scene where they happen upon people and they torture them in a barn. Goes on for too long, for my opinion.
Removing of the shirt where they skin them alive.
Like literally take off their skin, like
with
top
knives,
parts.
With paring knives, they slice their skin off and then just like
leave them.
Peel them.
It's
with their hands.
Terrible.
And these aren't even the infected. These are people.
These are right, and they're not going infected. They aren't scared of because I guess they've been around enough. They just kill them and keep it going. So good for them for that. And he doesn't do the dirty work himself. That's the crazy part. He makes the Jimmies do it. And you can tell in the scene in the barn that they are like, they're doing it because they're more scared of him because they don't enjoy it. They look tired. They look burnt out. They puking all over the place. Like they brainwashed.
Right.
But he does a very good job of being a psychotic cult leader, brainwashing these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Jack O'Connell for playing another crazy villain.
Very good and unsettling and crazy and gross and nasty.
Right. But one thing I do like that they did with Jimmy Crystal is they give him a moment of being scared.
Yeah, when he meets Ralph Fiennes.
Because they
favorite part of the movie. One of my favorite parts. Of the
Jimmy Inc. Kelly happens up on Ralph Fiennes because they're looking for whoever to go next. So she's like the scout, and she's like, I think I found Saint Nick,
because she sees him dancing with Samson.
Right, and he Dr. Ian stays covered in iodine to stop the infection from getting to him.
His skin is orange.
So he looks, from a distance, he looked real strange.
He's dancing with an infected in a bone temple.
Who looks like Samson, who's butt naked.
I mean,
I get it. You'd be
she's already half in the bin, so there was enough there to push her over the edge.
Right, to be like,
that's actually Satan.
Kicking it,
I get it
in the open.
The dots were there.
Right. So he's like, what?
And even Ralph Fiennes makes the conclusion. He was like, wait, so you thought, oh.
Right.
He looks around like, oh, okay, I see.
So Jimmy Crystal has a moment when he meet Ralph Fiennes where he's like scared because the bone temple, if you have up on the bone temple, it looks scary. It's made of people's bones. So he was like, he walking around like, is this where I need to be?
It's
right
the classic case of, I took it as a classic case of, he's a fake. He's a fraud.
He don't truly believe, but he got to hold on to something situation.
And he stumbled upon something that he's like, wait, is this real?
Right. Did I
have I actually been fooling with something that I have no idea what it's about?
Conjuring up something that I actually am not ready for. So I like that they gave his character a little bit of, he wasn't just rock solid. He was a little shaky.
I like that sequence of him meeting him for the first time and being like, are you actually
Satan? Am I that crazy?
Right.
Are you crazier than me?
Right.
Because I'm pretty effing crazy.
Yeah.
So, Jack O'Connell did a great job. Yeah. Great job there. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Ralph Fiennes. He plays Dr. Ian Kelson.
No notes.
Again, he's perfect. He was perfect in the first one. He is perfect in this one.
He was the best part of that last movie. And they paid attention.
He is the best part of this movie. Mm-hmm. He goes through, he's trying to survive. He's trying to help. He's got, he's still got a sense of humor about him. He still cares for the world, but he also he's smart, right? He's not going to do nothing stupid. I have no notes of Dr. Ian Kelson. He is, like Jay said, he's the best character.
His parts of the story were the most important of the franchise, period.
Yeah,
he's trying to discover the nature of the rage virus, and he's doing it through Samson, and he discovers that it's mental.
Yeah, he's trying to cover, he's like, there's a part of the disease that really infects their mental state. I wonder if I could cure that part of it.
So by curing the psychosis, you no longer make them enraged. They are infected, but they're just infected regular people who are large.
Right. So we don't really get, and that's why this movie could have been, if they would have focused on that, I don't know. There's still layers to it, but he uncovers one layer, and that's kind of the most important layer, because if somebody's not thinking you are a demon, then you can communicate and talk and figure out what's going on together.
That stops the passing. That stops the spread. If they won't, if people are no longer biting each other,
tearing people's heads off,
they've mentally gone back to normal.
Right. Then you could eradicate it.
You've stopped the zombie apocalypse.
Right. So he's definitely the most prominent character, the most important character, and the best character.
This is new zombie lore. This hasn't been like this before. It hasn't been like a zombie as a psychological thing before. Usually it's just been like you're dead and you come back and you're possessed by like evil.
Right.
So this is interesting. It's an interesting new way to take zombies.
Yes.
It's mental.
Yeah, he's got and he admits, like, I can't cure it all, but I feel like I can cure part of it.
Right.
And he doesn't do it in like a sadistic sort of way, because sometimes you have these doctors that are like, I don't care about like thoughts or feelings or anything like that. Like, I just need to do it for the sake of science. He's not really about that. He's about Samson in particular's well-being.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Because he's a doctor. He's still a doctor.
Yes.
He's still the do no harm type of doctor.
Correct. There's even one part where he's like, I wish you could give me consent in some sort of way.
Yeah.
And that's where Samson talks, and he's like, consent received.
Yeah.
let's hash this out then. So those are our main characters. Is there any other character you would like to discuss?
No.
Okay. I would say the Jimmies as a whole, the actors who play the Jimmies, pretty good.
Find a range group.
They were good at playing a group of psychotic followers. Yeah, so shout out to them. Spoiler alert, they ain't make it.
None of them. Well, Jimmy Inc.
Make it, but they don't deserve it. Technically, she don't either. but we'll see. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our likes and dislikes. I can go first.
Sure.
Extremely well shot. Okay. So the editing of this was very good. The direction of this was pretty good. My one criticism is the charity scene in the garage, the torture scene. A little too long for me. Now, I am somebody who doesn't like torture. Yeah. So I won't watch Saw because it's basically just torture. Yeah. So this was a little much for me, though. It was, seeing the scene.
They take their time. And
hearing somebody screaming and hollering, knowing and getting torture. Okay. That's a little different. But seeing it, it was like we leave it and come back to it and then leave it. I'm like, no, I don't want no more. It's like, kill them people and let's go. Yeah. They all died in a fire, thankfully.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't want to say thankfully because the scene was over at that point. I'm like, nobody's getting
suffering because unfortunately they were still alive with no skin.
Just terrible. The scene was terrible. So that's a like and dislike at the same. Like it was well shot, it was well edited, but that one scene just went a little bit too long. I like the subplot, this is actually a main plot of Dr. Ian and Samson. That's actually, that's the main plot. I guess the subplot is Jimmy.
Subplot feels like Jimmy.
Okay, I agree. Or maybe we had two main plots. I don't know.
It's to me, it's the B plot.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And it made me understand why Dr. Ian didn't take out Samson in the last movie. I was like, this is a plot hole for me. Like, why?
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, why do you want to keep this thing coming back?
Right. And I'm glad we didn't wait. Early in the movie, we see that he is helping Samson, and that's why he's not killing him. Yeah. Right. Because he's trying to figure out like what's going on inside of your head. So I like that. I'll wait till the ending before I say that one. I wonder what the rest of these are questions and random notes. I will say, I already said this, but Spike was my dislike.
Yeah. Spike is still a dislike.
Unfortunate. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm just reiterating my point.
Hopefully when they move on to the next film,
even less Spike.
We get back to, I mean, if anything, I'd rather just go back to focusing on killing Murphy. Yes, less Spike.
Okay.
Please, less Spike. Send Spike back home.
All right. You, what are your likes and dislikes?
Pretty much copying some of yours. Okay. I like the additional infected that were in this. Mm-hmm. I like the additional Ralph Fiennes. I like there was much more Ralph Fiennes in this movie than the last one. Yeah. I like the build up to explaining Jimmy's motivations when he was telling a story about the fist and the 7 fingers, and I was like, there's like 5 fingers on the fist. He was like, and the 7 fingers have 7 crowns, and I was like, wait, no. I was like, that's horns. Yeah. I was like, oh wait, you're the devil.
It's crazy.
I like the build up of him telling the story because I was like, this sounds familiar, but I don't
Jimmy's
recognize
speeches
exactly.
Were good. They were crazy, good, but he was good.
Nuts. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like the whole old Nick and the whole 7 fingers, 7 crown thing was weird. It took me a minute because we don't refer to Satan as old Nick.
Saint Nick. Yeah, no.
I mean, he's the devil.
Yeah, Satan.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I mean, even Dr. Ian was like, oh, you mean Satan?
Yeah, like that's not common.
Right.
So
not amongst our circles.
Right. So it took me a minute to realize he was talking about the devil. Yeah. And that he's a Satanist.
Right.
But the things I didn't like was like the extraneous torture sequences.
It's too long for me, for my taste.
I mean, I get that you need something to set in the fact that he's terrible and how terrible he is. You did.
I got it.
Right. You did it.
I got it.
It was bad.
It was clocked in pretty early for me. You ain't need to go no further.
I did like the Jimmy Quartet as like just a gang of villains. It's like a gang of goons, and I like the fact that Jimmy Inc. was the one that had like
you always got one, right?
That was interesting, and I like the fact that even main Jimmy didn't trust Jimmy Inc. No. Because as soon as when they turned on her at the end, she was the first to pull out her knife. He was like, I know you've been waiting for me.
Right. He's like, hold on, girl. I know you've been trying to get me all this time. So he wasn't stupid. He
wasn't an idiot.
He knew.
But I like the fact that even he knew. He was like, she's been wanting my blood for like days.
Long time. Trying to get me out of here.
So that was good. The dynamic between the two was good. I like the dynamic between Jimmy and Dr. Kelson when they had their sit down talk. And
that was good.
He was talking about when he thought that he was the devil, and he was like, how are you not Satan? He was like, are you sure you're not Satan? Because Satan's known to like be tricksy with like with fool people. He was like, why would you think I'm Satan? He was like, oh. Then Raphael's like, oh, my skin. Then he looks around, he's like, okay, I see what I've done here.
I got it.
But then he goes into like the reasons. I cover myself in iodine and the temple is memorial. And Jimmy's like, oh, so you are believing in the science part of it. And
they called him an atheist.
I like that Ralph I was like, I'm an atheist and you're a Satanist. And then he was like, well, I guess that's what it is.
Right. I'm glad we've drawn our lines here.
And I liked the third act was Ruse. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was an interesting twist.
Yeah. So we'll get to that.
I guess we can just roll into that.
Sweet. So let's get into the ending. Okay. So where we are at the very end or towards the end of the movie, Dr. Ian has gave Samson some sort of cocktail of what he thinks might cure his psychosis. He gives it to him and then Samson goes off somewhere. So he's at a point of, I don't know where Samson went and I don't know if it worked or not. So us as the audience also don't know either.
But
it did. So Samson goes off. We see him in the woods. He's covered himself up.
Cleans himself in the river.
He cleans himself in a river. He eats a bear. Like, this tastes good. He goes on the train from the first movie where the lady had the baby. And I brought it up and Jay was like, don't bring that back up. He's sitting on the train. And he starts having flashbacks of his former life when he was a kid and maybe like an adult or whatever. And what he not forgets, but as he's coming to and remembering things, the other infected are like, hold up, you're not infected. Yeah. Or they recognize that he's like regular. More normal, like regular.
Or he looks like a demon to them, I guess.
Oh yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
So they start attacking him and he has to like fight people off. Now we were concerned that, the blood is going to get back on him. He's going to get reinfected, but no.
He's still infected.
He's still infected, but he's not crazy.
Right.
He doesn't have the crazy part. The psychosis, the mental part is gone.
He just is sick.
Yes,
but not like unhealthy. I don't know. It's weird.
Right. They didn't really define what his cure is.
He has a manageable ailment at this point.
Right. Like he still look like he still looks the way he looks.
I think Raphael was like it causes like increased growth. So he still has like growths and wounds.
Right. He's still big and large.
But it doesn't seem to bother him.
Right.
It's like he's a normal person in a zombie body?
Kinda. Like physical zombie body, but his mind is still sound.
And his eyes are normal.
Right. His the clearing of his eyes or whatnot happens. So he has to fight off some zombies, but he survives that. And we'll pick back up on him in a second. With the rest of our non-infected folk. So Jimmy Crystal and Dr. Ian have come up with an agreement that he is going to act like the devil. Dr. Ian is going to act like the devil because Jimmy Crystal said, I told my people you are the devil. It's going to look real strange.
And I'm a big fat liar.
And I'm a liar. And it's going to look real strange if I go back and tell them like, oh, that's not him after I didn't already said it was. Right. And Jimmy Crystal is saying he's the son of Satan. So obviously he's supposed to be like the chosen one or whatever. Dr. Ian's like, cool. He says, cool, I'll go along with your game because Jimmy Crystal threatens to kill him.
Right.
He's like, if you don't help me out, I'm going to make you eat your intestines.
Right.
He literally says that.
The only reason I found it interesting, the only reason he's going along with it is because he's wondering what happened to Samson if they kill him.
Yes. His concern, he was like, I was going to wait to try to do this, but something about to pop off tomorrow. I want to make sure that you're going to be cool.
Right.
So that's why he kind of cures Samson or attempts to cure Samson before the Jimmys come. So the Jimmys come, and so Jimmy Crystal knows what's up, like knows this is all fake. But he doesn't know what Dr. Ian is about to do.
Right.
And we get what is probably the most epic scene maybe of 2026. I know it's early, but definitely of the 28 franchise. Dr. Ian puts on a freaking theatrical performance.
Yeah.
And he's like singing, dancing. The song he sings to
Iron Maiden's The Number of the Beast.
The Number of the Beast. Now you're gonna have to Google it and
666
and listen to it. But it's a very it's a rock song. It's like a rock heavy metal song maybe. I mean it's pumping. Dun, 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 and he just like singing and flailing. He got flames and fire and he doing the most. And Jimmy Crystal is like,
he's painted. He looks like a Voldemort.
He's like Voldemort on drugs.
Yes.
Essentially. And he hamming it up.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Crystal kind of into it, but he also like, this is kind of insane. But the Jimmys are following along with it, right?
I thought in the trailers, I was like, Ralph Fiennes is going to get infected. But
okay.
I was like, he's going to find a way to be infected, but not be like crazy.
Okay,
and
fair
then
enough.
He was gonna like use it to like get to like kill the Jimmys. That's what I thought they were.
Turns out Ralph Fiennes is acting.
He's acting.
He's acting in the movie.
Yeah. to convince the followers that he's actually
Satan. So Jimmy Crystal can be like, yeah, see, I told y'all, and they can keep going on. Now, Spike is in this crew, but Spike's got a mask on. So Dr. Ian doesn't know it's him. So he's doing this thing. He got everybody convinced. Jimmy Crystal's like, see, I told y'all. And Dr. Ian's like, yeah, you know, y'all supposed to follow him and do what he says and continue your journey or whatever. And Spike has this, like, you can only see Spike eyes, but he's kind of looking like, oh, he don't know no better. Like, he don't know this is terrible.
Yeah.
But Dr. Ian somehow notices Spike and he takes his mask off, and it was like, Spike?
Yeah.
What is you doing here, dog? Right. What is you doing? So Dr. Ian is like, I got one more commandment. Since you are my son, and you know how Jesus did for his dad, I need you to sacrifice yourself. Yeah. And Jimmy Crystal's like, skirt! No, that's not right. And it starts to get weird because he's talking back to his God, right? His dad. Father. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the crystals are like, what is going on here?
So he goes, so who's going to crucify me? And he goes, they will. And he points at the other Jimmys because they don't follow you. They follow me.
Right.
Because
I am the God.
You convince them that you get all your orders from me.
Exactly.
I love that.
So it turns into
the hyenas turning on Scar.
Exactly. It turns into this weird dynamic of like the leader is telling us to kill the person we've been following, but he don't want to get killed.
And I called it. When Jimmy Inc. first told him about it.
Yeah.
And at the burning of the barn.
Yeah.
Jimmy Inc. was like, I saw him. He's real. I saw him standing out. She was like the Crucible, where she was like, I saw Goody Proctor dancing with the devil. Yeah. That's exactly what she did. She told him. Yeah. And he looked at her like, wait, that actually creates an issue for me.
Right.
Because
I've been lying to y'all.
If he's real, that means that y'all won't listen to me anymore.
Exactly.
I called it. I was like,
this
is the issue in the power dynamic.
I gotta make up more stuff to cover up the lies that I already been telling y'all. Yeah. So of course Jimmy Crystal ain't down for getting crucified. A fight ensues. He ends up stabbing Dr. Ian fatally, and Spike stabs Jimmy
in the distraction
as a distraction, and Jimmy Inc. kills the other two Jimmys because they basically confused because they like, who are we supposed to follow her? And she's like, don't worry about it, kink, and kills both of them. So what ends up happening? Yeah, they die off pretty. They don't even. I mean, she pretty good. I get that. She pretty good. So what ends up happening is she. They're kind of mourning Dr. Ian because he is dying. He's not going to make it. And she's like, I got one thing I can do for you. And they end up hanging. So Dr. Ian put a crucifix upside down.
Because that's Jimmy's symbol.
Because that's Jimmy's thing. He's really trying to sell it. They end up putting Jimmy Crystal's behind on the crucifix. And crucifies him like Jesus. And he's like screaming out. And we don't see it, which is weird because I'm like, y'all showed everything else. We hear them nailing him to the cross, and he's like screaming and hollering or whatever. So Dr. Ian dies. Samson shows back up.
Before he dies. So he does get to see that it worked.
He did, and I was worried that he was going to die. Right. Yeah. So we were worried that Dr. Ian was going to die and not know what happened to Samson. So Samson does show up at the final moments, and he tells him thank you. So Dr. Ian dies knowing that the cure that he gave him did work. Dr. Ian carries him off, but the whole time Jimmy Crystal is hung up on this cross, he sees Samson as like like horns, everything. He tripping. He tripping. They leave him there to crucify, to die. And an infected shows up, and it's implied that he gets bitten or eaten.
Yeah, probably.
He don't make it out the movie. And if he is alive, he's infected at this point.
Yeah.
He ain't the Jimmy that he thought he was. And then we get Kelly and Spike. So she doesn't go by Jimmy Inc. anymore. Kelly and Spike kind of walk off to say like, hey, it's just the two of us now. Let's go on. And Samson takes Dr. Ian's body, I'm assuming to bury or burn or whatnot like he did for everybody else. So it's not really a happy ending.
A good payoff for at least Kelson's arc.
Yeah, so we get a good payoff because Jimmy Crystal gets what he deserves.
Oh, I meant he finds a cure to the rage virus.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Sorry. That was a subplot.
Jimmy does get what he deserves.
Main plot payoff is that he finds out that the cure does work and Samson actually gets cured. Yeah. So that was great.
That was good.
So the final shot of the movie is we get back to a house, which looks very familiar if you've seen 28 Days Later. It is Cillian Murphy's house. He is teaching his daughter history or whatnot. Now, who is notably missing from this scene is Naomi Harris. Now, and the other girl that they saved at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to assume they off screen.
Maybe they were out hunting.
something, but they ain't there. Anywho, they hear some rustling in the background, and in the distance they see Kelly and Spike running away from some infected, and the daughter's like, should we help him? Dad, should we help him? He's like, yes, of course. Yeah. So the movie ends with Cillian Murphy and his daughter going to go help out Spike and Kelly from some infected, and then the movie goes off. So it basically ends with a setup for the third one.
Yep.
And that is the ending.
Yeah. It's a good setup for a third movie.
It is.
Yeah. It's a good cliffhanger.
It's a good cliffhanger. I hope they circle back to Samson and the fact that he's got cured or whatnot.
Yeah, that has to come back.
Right. Like, and I hope the focus is not Spike and whatever. God. If you're gonna keep this focus on Spike, you need to keep the focus on his dad finding him and him going back home.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I don't want nothing else out of Spike. And then Cillian Murphy obviously got his home set up, and I guess we'll find out what he's been up to and if he's found any advancements or whatnot.
Yeah, but flip to Cillian.
Yes, the legacy of Dr. Ian is what the focus of the third movie pretty much needs to be.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah, we need to go somewhere with all that development. Not nowhere.
Just don't leave
go
it.
Backwards.
Just don't leave it.
Yeah.
Just don't leave it. All right, so let's talk about our favorite line or scene before we get into our random notes. Do you have a favorite line or scene? We probably got the same favorite scene.
What? I'll let you go.
Oh, the Iron Maiden dance.
Yes.
From Dr. Ian.
Okay. Yes.
It was good. And there's no way to describe it. I mean, he hams it up. He was like, we might as well go out with a bang. Yeah. He says turn it up to level 11 or something like that.
Because he pulls he looks like he would never play this record. He had it in the back. Mm-hmm. He sets up his amp and all the stuff.
So when they walk on, he starts talking and he sound like, real like ghoul goblinish. And he's like, welcome to the party. And they're like, what? And I mean, he turned it up.
It was good.
He turned it up. One of the best scenes.
Did a very good job.
Shout out to Nia DaCosta for picking epic songs with epic scenes, because she did this in the Marvels.
Yeah.
With the song from Cats where the Flurkins were eating people.
Yeah.
She's good. She's 2 for 2.
She's good at that.
She 2 for 2. That might be her signature, and I ain't mad about that. All right. Did you have a favorite line?
No, I didn't have a favorite line.
My favorite line will also come from Dr. Ian when he was talking Latin to Samson. He was
I said quid pro quo.
Right. And then as Samson gets closer, he's like, I actually realized you might not understand Latin. I'm like, he's infected, sir. What are you doing?
I don't have a favorite line, but I guess my favorite exchange would be the first exchange between Kelson and Jimmy.
That was very good.
When he's trying to figure out whether or not he's Satan.
He was like, I was sweating bullets.
Yeah. And then Raphael connects the dots into why somebody would think that.
Right. Because he's nuts. Yeah. He's nuts. All right. Let's get into our random notes. I got a couple. I would have liked Dr. Ian to live.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a plot line where they could have let him live, but Jay said you can't have Ralph Fiennes and Cillian Murphy in the same movie.
You could, but they wouldn't.
It costs too much.
Yeah.
But so fine, sure, whatever. We already said this. What the heck is Spike's dad doing during all of this? And then let me go see what Ralph Fiennes did in this Odyssey movie of his.
Okay.
I'm about to go watch that because I was like, you was probably hamming it up in there too.
My random notes were Predator homage. That's when he de-necked and de-spined that one guy in the forest.
Good effect though. Shout out to the effects department. Y'all did that.
Brain eating.
Once again, effects department. Y'all did that.
Samson makes me nervous. I expected him to I guess Kelson's a good doctor. He knew the proper amount of dosage to get him. He never slipped or snapped out of it. I expected Samson
I was waiting on that.
Him not to underdose him.
Shout out to them for not making that trope come to
yeah, because Kelson's not an idiot.
Right, because we thought that he kept medicating. So every day Samson would show up because he's obviously smarter than the average infected.
Yeah.
Or he's not as bad or something. His mind is
got memories.
Right. His mind is trying to fight what's going on. Mm-hmm. So he shows up every day to Dr. Ian and Dr. Ian gives him his dose or whatever. And I was like, he's going to slip up and not dose him right. And Samson's going to kill him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Doesn't happen the whole movie.
That's what I expected. Yeah.
And so I like that. He
was smart enough to know how much to dose him.
Right. They was getting high together.
They was. He was sleeping out there with him. I was like, this is unsafe.
But he survived. I like it.
We got to see everybody's junk. This was after we had to see Ralph Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes also gets a front nudity shot.
But fine.
The lady who got skinned, we saw her skinned boobs. I was
no skin boobs. Gross.
See, y'all really taking it there. Huh?
I did this was a random lots of quiet scenes in the forest that build up tension.
Yes.
They did do a good job with that.
Agree.
Only Ralph Fiennes can be the best devil and the best priest.
Agree.
Yeah.
Check.
And now this is good. That was the beginning of the third act when Ralph Fiennes begins his performance.
He like comes out of the dark shadows and he's like crawling. And he, Ralph Fiennes also does theater, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, he in the theater, right? He on Broadway right now. He's tearing it up. It was so good, y'all. Yeah, that's why I said at first I was like, I don't know if I would tell people to watch this movie if they didn't like the first one or the previous one. I feel like you should just for Ralph Fiennes.
It was like the third act of this was like the end credit stinger of the last movie, but done properly.
Sure. Okay. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Where it turned into a random music video. This one was the same, but better.
This was good,
and it
there
made
was context.
Plot sense.
Right, context, story.
This is a necessity in the story.
It was
great.
Payoff was great.
It was good.
Payoff was great. All right, so that is it for our random notes. We are now getting to our rating. So out of 5 Nicole Kidmans, how many are we giving the Bone Temple?
I will give this movie a 4.
Okay.
I think the focus on Spike and some of the sequences with the Jimmies were a little long and unnecessary. Okay. Focus on Spike was unnecessary. A lot of the stuff with Jimmy was just long.
Yeah.
And just hard to watch. But I guess that's a matter of taste.
You know what? I have the exact same rating for the exact same reasons.
But it's still a good movie because of all of the Ralph Fiennes elements in this. All of the Dr. Kelson and Samson stuff make this a really, really good movie. And what they do with the lore. I like lore stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to go with a 4 for the same reasons. I don't like torture, so the extended torture in this is personal taste. It feels like cheating to deduct because it's my rating. Do what I want. My podcast. Do what I want. But a 4 is still good.
Yeah.
I changed my mind from yesterday when we walked out and I was like, I don't know if I would tell people to watch this if you didn't like the first one. I changed my mind.
Yeah.
You should give this a try.
Yeah.
And it's a better, you should give it a try because it's a better movie.
It's the best one in the franchise.
That's literally enough, I feel like, to go see this. It is the best of the franchise. Ralph Fiennes is the best character. He's got the best sequences. He's got the best exchange.
And it should have long-lasting impacts if this continues.
What he did in this one should carry on to the next one and be a significant part.
Yeah, if it doesn't, it'll be a monumental disappointment. The movie will never live it down if it doesn't.
And they need to let Nia direct the third one because she did this one and this one's better. So 4 out of 5 Nicole Kidmans. That is not bad, y'all.
No, good.
I would check it out.
Yeah.
I would go check it out in the theaters.
All right, so that is our review of 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. What are we watching next week?
We are watching Netflix special, original.
The Rip.
It has gotten some pretty decent reviews. I've seen some people say it's good. It's not been spoiled, thankfully, for us yet. So, yes, we'll be watching The Rip. And the other one on the list was Dead Man's Wire, but I ain't heard a beep about it.
Oh, uh-oh.
Exactly. So that's not great. So The Rip it is.
All right. Thanks for listening. If you like our show, please share it. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on our website at vaguelynerdypodcast.com, where you can also leave us a voice message that we'll play on the show if it's nice.
Better be.
You can follow us on Threads and IG at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, Blue Sky and Twitter at Vaguely Nerdy Pod. You can reach us at vaguelynerdypodcast@gmail.com. And if you are listening to us on a podcast app if you're listening to us on a podcast app, you can also watch our animated show on YouTube at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.